All right, we're allegedly live. We're allegedly live. Allegedly. All right, we're alleged. What up, dude? What is going on today? We did part one of this earlier in the day with the thingy. The EU version of this event. We grouped people roughly based on skill is such a it's a harsh word, like roughly based on experience level, so that if you're a newer player fighting newer players, if you're a more veteran player fighting more veteran players, for kind of a for fun, no real stakes at all. I don't even want to call it a tournament, it's an event. It just lets you use the extended roster. We are doing blind picks. But yeah, you can take up to 5 of the extended roster from the campaign type units. Earlier in the day, we saw a shitload of high elves with their vast, extensive roster. I imagine they'll also be quite popular today. Also, what's neat about their roster is that like it actually does a bunch of neat stuff. It's not just like RORs, they have better stats. That's pretty lame, yada yada. It's like named dragons that have cool abilities. Knights of Torgaval, a unit that just has no equal at all in the high elf roster. A lot of cool stuff down there. We also saw a pretty good amount of Empire with their Elector Count units. They are some of my favorites, so I'm hoping to play some of them today. Saw a bit of Dark Elves, a bit. Saw one Kislev game. I think it was 80 Ruda. I could be wrong. I think it was 80 Ruda, but he used his bears to really good effect. Saw some Vampire Coast. Saw an unfortunate amount of Chaos Dwarves, even though they don't have an extended roster outside of the Supply Train and the Iceforge Legion. And someone, I forget who, it might have been Titus, took the 7,600 gold Supply Train, and it did not go well. But a lot of people were just taking Chaos Dwarves and playing them as meta tryhard as possible, which was a shame. Oh, there was also some Warriors of Chaos. But I asked chat. Chat wanted the Vampire counts, and I'm happy to oblige. Stop touching my bum. What up, Black Knight? So, I think if we are going to have good units running around, sorry, excuse me for 1 second, I'm going to take Heinrich Kemmler for reasons. For reasons that are my own. Invocation of Nahak. In the Curse of Years, maybe? Or Van Hels's Dan's Macabre. Fuck, I don't like this lore of magic. Okay, Invocation of Nahak. Let's get rid of the Curse of Undeath. We'll keep Undeath Resurgent. But I'm only going to take Invocation, because otherwise these spells suck ass. So let's get a Vampire. Supply Train meta that's coming in. Oh, I wish. I don't want to do Fate Abuna, so I'm going to go Shadows Caster, but I need something better than Lore of Vampires, because a Foot Caster with Lore of Vampires, I can't see anything. That makes me sad. The Hunger, Immortal Will. I don't need the Hunger if I have Immortal Will. I don't need Sword of Anti-Heroes either. I don't need shit. Could go Melkoths. Melkoths, Pit of Shades. Or we could go fucking Occam's Mind Razor. Though on this faction, that section not that good. Let's do Melkoths. Yeah. Okay, so we have our magic. We have that stuff. I want Krell. Don's Macabre is always neat. Lies. Also, hey Lich, how you doing? I want Krell. I can Chevron Krell. Yeah. Okay, that makes me really happy. Because I just wanted Kemmler and Krell. Now I know Kemmler can summon his own Krell, but it's temporary, and Krell is forever. Just like Love. Love and Krell are forever. Let's get some zombies. We'll get a Sylvanian handgunner or two. Get 2 Sylvanian crossbowmen. Those are my 5 campaign exclusive units. Let's get a corpse cart with an unholy lodestone for some healing and some stats. Some fat stats. I want 2 dogs. I want 2 blood knights. Bretonnia has a crap salad ton of magic damage, so I don't really want hex rates or anything. Do I even want crypt horrors? I don't know. Peasant bowmen are just gonna shoot the shit out of them, so fuck that. Okay, get rid of those. 2 skelly spears. I have 800 gold left. What can I even spend that on? I could get a Cairn Wraith. Feasters in the Desk also is a good shout out. Could get the Konigstein Stalkers and then upgrade 2 of my zombies to skeletons and have a little better frontline. Sure. Because I'm playing this a little different. Did I hear stanks? Are you talking about stealth tanks from Command & Conquer Renegade? I'm playing this a little different than Vampire Counts usually do. Because Vampire Counts don't normally have 2 handgunners. Anyway, I'll play with my group. That means I'll be playing 3 games live from my perspective, and then I'll cast replays from everybody else doing shenanigans. So it's a pretty low stakes, just having some fun environment. Turn's also streaming at the same time. I think Dav Plays was streaming. I don't know if he's still going, but I think he is done. So yeah, probably gonna be a low viewership, chill kind of night. I also won't have a blocker, because who cares about stream sniping me on a for fun event? You know, I say that, but also there was a scary amount of filthy tryhards on today's EU stream, so maybe I shouldn't be so cavalier about, it's for fun, people will just have fun. Some people are allergic to fun, man. The only fun they find is in their opponent's limp bodies on their keyboard, because they killed them on a sheer boredom. Okay. I have a rather imposing front line. Let's... What do I do with this guy? It's kind of an awkward amount. I love playing down 7,600 funds. It's a blast. Oh god, Coops, you did it. I know you told me earlier you were going to do it, but you actually did it. You actually took the 7,600 thing. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. Alright, Blood Knights paired with dogs. Yeah, let's see if we can hold off the Bretonnians from my handguns. What up? It's Izzy. How you doing? How you doing? I have a max chevron Krell. This bitch has stats. Look at his stats. 78. 7856. Yeah. God, that's kind of gross. Okay, I don't want the corpse cart. Go away. There we go. All right. Let's go. Vampire Counts with guns. He brought a Treb. Grail Knights, Grail Guardians, Grail Knights. Yeah, the Grail Guardians all have magic damage. Glad I didn't bring a Hex Wraith or anything. Peasants, 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 peasants. Then we have a Fey Enchantress and the Green Knight. Krell does magic damage. Krell, go find the Green Knight and kill his bitch ass. That is your one job. For everybody who is not Krell, advance. Krell is going straight for the Green Knight. I will accept no other. So if he has better cav than me, I don't really want to take the cav fight straight up. I kind of just want to vibe. I'll use my cav to defend my gun line if I need to. That's about the only thing I should be doing with it. Okay, swinging crossbowmen. Handgunners. If you guys could fuck up that Growler Leak, I would be pretty happy. He's abandoned this flank entirely, so let's go take it. These guys I just know are kind of doomed. TBH. Okay, so the dogs will deal with that. Blood Knights, rear charge peasants. That's not even worth your time, to be honest. Dogs go around there. You can start Melkothing. Kemmler needs to find a home. Blood Knights need to come over here. As these dogs continue to run around. Oh shit, these handguns can't see anything. Okay, Blood Knights, stay out of that until, you know, the handguns kill that guy. Go, little handguns, go! Okay, the Stalkers are trying to find something. My Blood Knights are entirely dead to those Grail Knights and Grail Guardians. It's not shocking. It's not news to us. Oh, my handgunners came back for a brief moment. Okay, so now that these knights have come all the way over here just to die. Doggies, go say hello. Zombos, go say hello. These dogs, try and avoid those guys. You all, come back here. I do want another Melkoths onto those Grail Guardians, because they're poop. I don't know what to be doing with my time. I'm not a very good Vampire Counts player anyway. God damn it, did he seriously just route my handgunners again? Yeah, he straight up shattered them. Bad person. Thankfully the Enchantress just kind of sniped out her own dudes for a second there. Okay, these dogs that are crumbling, keep doing that. Kemmler, you have Invocation to Heck, and I just don't need it. Like, we are big chillin' right now. I don't know what to be doing. That's not good. Fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up! I don't dare summon the other Krell. This is my backup Krell for when I need it. Melkoths, kill him! Okay, dogs are doing that. These dogs are doing that. You guys are chasing a shattered units. That's probably pretty dumb. Don't do that. Y'all are gonna die. Don't do that. No! It wasn't enough! Do you have another Melkoths? You don't. Damn it! I need to heal my Blood Knights or they're going to die. Krell, come here.
Your desire?
Melkoths and archers save my poor beleaguered men. Okay, these dogs can run away from the peasant long spears. You all can keep shooting at that. My stupid handgunners are gonna fucking die. Damn you! Okay, so Krell is trying to get into this sauce, but he's having a bit of an issue. Balance of power is not sold on us winning this game, and I am immensely confused. Where are we losing? Point me to the losing that we are doing, and I will point you to a liar. Follow-up question, where is Krell? Go! Kill the Green Knight, Krell! Oh, shit. I challenge you to interactive gameplay! Goodbye, knights. Die! Die, knights, like the scum you are! Fuck, they're getting healed, damn it. Okay, well the healing's actually outdoing my whole thing. Don't rout again, you dumb bastards. Oh, Blood Knights lived! Actually, yeah, fuck up those Grail Knights, don't let them come back. Okay, my Krell is murdering the Green Knight, but what about a second Krell? You planned for first Krell, but what about second Krell? You ain't got shit for second Krell. Ow, that hurts a lot. Second Krell, kill him. Go, second Krell. Just when you think you understand a person, they summon a second Krell, and then you're like, the fuck happened? How's the extended roster so far? It's pretty good. Pretty good. Almost got out interactive gameplayed. So many Krells. I love it. Holy shit, this Krell got 2,000 value. Go, Krell, go. Krell gets so much ass. My Sylvanian handgunners did okay, but John honestly shut them down pretty quickly. It was just Krell going, going absolutely nuts. Alright, sorry, I'm talking to John. John was like, "Oh shit, that was the real Krell." I was running away from him, thinking he would fade away. I love it. It gets down to late game, and the Green Knight's trying to snipe Kemmler, and then Krell shows up. He's like, "Oh fuck, Krell!" And a second Krell just stands up between him and Kemmler. What the hell? Where did this other Krell come from? It was so good. Okay, I'm saving some replays. And getting my next opponent. Who am I supposed to be fighting? I have to fight Black Knight. Okay. Alright. So we'll do a replay that's been sent in from this event. And I'll message Black Knight telling him I'm ready whenever. Again, we're not focusing super hard on, like, who's winning and who's losing. It's much more about, like, let's use these crazy-ass units. Okay. What are we dealing with? I didn't see the two players. Shit. Okay, I'll deal with that later. You guys all saw who it was. I just missed it. So we have Wood Elves with Glade Riders, Giant Spiders. Wait, Giant Spiders have armor piercing? Why? I mean, cool, but why? Okay, Giant armor piercing spiders, Dryads, Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts, some Malevolent Dryads. Ooh, spooky. Dryads with Frenzy. Drycha, Glade Captain, more armor piercing spiders, and yeah. Cool. On the other side for the Warriors of Chaos, we do have Archaon, Chaos Warhounds, Blood Crushers of Khorne. So when you play the Warriors of Chaos, the extended roster is just demon units. So 2 Blood Crushers, a Demonette, another Demonette, so 2 Demonettes. And then Chaos Warriors and Archaon. Okay, cool. I can dig it. Armor-piercing spiders versus Archaon with Blood Crushers. This is about to be the world's saddest Glade Captain. She gets punched in the mouth. Archaon doesn't even have any of his buffs. Oh, wow. He didn't bring any of his buffs. He just brought the armor of Morcar, but, like, none of his attack buffs. Interesting. Frontlines have collided. The Malevolent Dryads with their Frenzy do actually have 45 melee attack, which is rather fearsome for them. And these Blood Crushers are going to have to find somewhere to get engaged, and to do it soon. The Demonettes as well. Because those flanks, the dogs are not going to hold very long. In fact, they're already pushed off. These Blood Crushers did dive in onto the Giant Spiders, though. Currently kind of dominating the Little Fools, and the rest of the Wood Elves just leave them to die, except for Wild Riders maybe going to get a rear charge. Demonettes getting shot by arrows, they hate that. That is one of their least favorite things in the whole world. Melkoths, it looks like, was just hitting those Blood Crushers, doing some damage to them, as the Swords of Chaos attempt to find a fight, but mostly just kind of meander around like the lost souls they are. Demonettes rejoining the fight to help Blood Crushers. They might be able to do so. Wild Riders do not have the best armor-piercing values to deal with those Blood Crushers, so they'll largely be okay. What was that? Oh, Burning Head. Nice. Burning Head actually got rid of a lot of the Starfire Shafts. Archaon just sprints through the front line to go rout them, and as soon as he touches them, they will for sure rout. Goodbye, my friends. And the Swords of Chaos are kind of mixed. Don't know what attack orders they have. It looks like they're supposed to be attacking the Glade Captain, but a couple of them lagged pretty far behind. Blood Crushers and Demonettes are fading away in the distance, though. So that northern area is going rather heavily to the Wood Elves. It also looks like the center fight is going quite heavily to the Wood Elves, with the Malevolent Dryads and the Firebark Elders kind of demolishing what the Warriors of Chaos want to be doing. Quickly, the balance of power is getting out of hand for them. Archaon becomes their sole win condition. And yeah, Archaon, without his big, awesome melee abilities, is still going to duel the Glade Captain and is still going to whoop the absolute shit out of her. 80, 84 are not melee stats to fuck around with. She realizes this and starts to run away. But it's just Archie out here, man. It's just Archie. You can't do it alone. GG. Armor-piercing spiders. I forgot the Wood Elves even had those. It was AC Maiden versus Blue Delicious. I see. The demon units failed him pretty hard. Ooh, the Swords of Chaos also did not do very well. Archaon did fine. His Chaos Warriors did fine. For AC Maiden, Firebark Elders, his Malevolent Dryads, performing appropriately. Spooky Spiders did fine. And yeah, it's a GG. Oh, are you saying the spiders have 70 armor? Oh my god, they do! Why do they have 70 armor? Oh, that's stupid. Stupid in all the best ways. Alright, Black Knight is supposedly waiting for me. He sent me a code. It just says Human Boy. I'm gonna guess that that's me, even without having a code. Alright, chat, what are we doing? First person to say a faction, we're doing that faction. Let's go. Go, 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 go. There's a delay, so actually, you can't go. But go. Nurgle? Nurgle it is. Chat voted Nurgle. We're going Nurgle. If y'all don't like it, get mad at Larry Mad. All right, he's going High Elves. We have High Elves versus Nurgle. Uncle Frunkle. Okay, I'll bring Uncle Frunkle, but after that, I'm gonna have to go pretty sweaty tryhard if I have any chance of winning this game. Green Ulgar. Okay, but after Green Ulgar, I'm gonna have to go pretty sweaty tryhard if I'm gonna win this game. Fleshy Abundance? Sure. I'll just take Fleshy Abundance, it's fine. Okay. So with those two troll-ass units, I've already lost this game. I mean, I have a real shot of winning. I am going to victory so well. This is going to go so poorly. I hate everybody who did this to me. Plague Toads of Nurgle will actually be pretty okay. Yeah. Bring Karl Franz on a gorilla? I don't think that's how this works. I do want Chaos Warriors of Nurgle. You don't really need the armor piercing for High Elves. You mostly just need, like, the stats to get through them. So I guess we'll do that. What else do I even want? What do I need? What do I do about Dragon Princes? God, that sounds terrible. Plague Drones of Nurgle? Now hear me out. You might be saying, Human Boy, what the fuck are Plague Drones of Nurgle gonna do? And my response is, I hope a lot. That's not really a good I hope a lot. But what if they That's enough. We got the point. You're the biggest and smartest, and I'm a big dum-dum. We know. We all know. I'm doing my best. Oh my god. This looks so terrible. What is this faction? AP is for the Cav. Dude, if I get to the late game and I have infantry left and he has cav left, I'll deal with it then. But I extremely doubt that's going to be the situation. If we get to the late game, that's a dub. If we get to the late game, that is the fattest dub I've ever seen in my entire life. But until that moment... Alright. We're going with the original Nurgle because it's the best. Plague drones look cool. That's pretty much all they're going to do. Not if we get a fat rear charge onto some I almost said Blood Knights. Onto Dragon Princes. That's going to be damage. What spells has Green Daniel? I only brought Fleshy Abundance. I could bring Spirit Leech and Fate of Balance, but I don't feel like doing that for a fun tournament. That just does not seem like a fun thing to do. Would it be smart? Yeah, sure. It'd be smart, but fuck that noise. But no, the play here would probably be just take Fate of Buna and Spirit Leech. For sure. Bring frogs riding mammoths riding Marathi. Why is Marathi not at the top of that pyramid? I don't think that's how physics works. Heal Uncle for Uncle. Yeah, we're gonna have to heal those plague drones. We're gonna have to heal Uncle for Uncle, and we're gonna have to heal the Green Daniel if we have any shot in this. Everything else is just gonna die, and I don't care about it. All right, I'm feeling a little sleepy. It's late at night, so I'm gonna dunk my head in the river real quick. Whew! All right, feeling crisp. Whoa. Anybody else notice how tall that tower is? Marathi has bottom energy? Maybe. So I have 2 bound Streams of Corruption. That's pretty pog champ. I have another bound Stream of Corruption. Some stuff. Cool. Cool. Marauders are technically fast. Chaos Warriors are quite technically slow. Marauders. I actually saw that mammoth vid on her only elves. Dude, like, I appreciate the joke, but what's funny about, like, the only elves around Marathi stuff is she definitely wouldn't limit it to just elves. Like, she would be like, I don't care. We suit all comers. And then you're like, gross, but probably accurate. You missed an epic Vampire Counts game where my real Krell and my fake Krell teamed up to deal with the Green Knight, and it made me giggle. And sometimes giggling is half the battle. Uncle has an interactive bound spell. I mean, one Spirit Leech hardly does, like, toxicity make. What do I do if he has those flying knights? Those. You know, those flying knights. Okay, what do we have? The armor-piercing Lothern Sea Guard. Bunch of spearmen. Imric and his knight bros. And then he either doesn't have a caster or she's hidden. Spirit Leech! Rah! Daniel takes the fight to you! Ow! Daniel Hardy. Okay. Moving up. We are doing our best to fight them back. I don't see a caster nearby. There she is, but she's far away. Maybe we can do this? kind of want to goon these idiots out. Okay, so you're underneath him. Hit him with like the Soul Stealer type thing. You just heal yourself Flesh Abundance. I was trying to wait for an overcast, but that's not really going to happen now, is it? The Plague Toads do have to push through somehow, some way. We're taking pretty big damage, but so are the Knights of Tor. And Fleshy Abundance still healing me, so I can maybe get a Fecundity soon. And that would be cool. But one of my toads is already dead, which is not cool. It's the opposite of cool. And the Knights of Torgrad are running away to get a regrowth of their own, those bastards. Okay, if this at this point, if they get healing, then I don't want any part in this. Angling that is tough. Okay, Uncle Frunkle, go get in there. Knights of Being Big Spook, go over there. Daniel of the green variety just land. High Elves having armor-piercing archers that are also spears is proving to be a little problematic for me. There's that. Still trying to kill some basic-ass spearmen. I'll Fecundity these guys, because it also heal up my big boy. Plague Toads are still trying to do their absolute best in the backfield here. Quick question, what if I, go burr? Would you appreciate it if I went burr? They did not appreciate the burrage that went on. Also, are High Elf Spears, balanced? Because it does not feel like they are balanced. In fact, it feels like they are bullshit. Well, let's just fight Chaos Warriors and Nurglings for 55 years, you guys. Oh, God. High Elves are such a weak faction. Can we get some buffs, please? Big Daddy CA. Please, God. We can only kill everybody and everything all the time, and it's just, oh, God. I have so many stats, I don't even know what to do with all these stats, and still somehow my faction's dog shit. That's how I feel about High Elf mains. No jokes were had here. Everything is serious. But no, 500 gold spears that hold forever are annoying. I know it's like their whole premise, but it is annoying. Alright, you try and snipe out that lady. I can't overcast this yet, so I hope these plague drones don't just fucking die. I will Fleshy Abundance you if you don't die. Okay. Why do I have two Nurglings doing the same job? Nurgling, come here. Oh, you dare fight the Furuncle! Okay. We are still doing our best to, you know, do anything. Human boy, why don't you ever play Nurgle? Nurgle's very fun. Because I like doing things, and Nurgle is an expert at not that. But Hummus Boy, he has so much healing. I mean, he kinda has healing, but also, he just doesn't do anything. He waits for the game to be lost around him. I hate Nurgle. Nurgle sucks. Nurgle is unironically one of my least favorite factions. I despise them. I don't mind playing them, because I like free wins. But I do not like fighting as Nurgle, because I do not like losing. Try and land. Oh, that Fecundity didn't spread to my guy. Oh, there it is. Nice. Keep clicking past that guy. Also, I made a funny haha meme video recently in which High Elves were higher up than Nurgle on the like list of factions that can heal. And I don't regret it. I think we're noticing right about now that that faction is actually out healing my bitch ass. But human boy, they just have a life caster. Now you're getting it. All you need to out heal Nurgle as an entire faction is a single life caster. I think we're fucked on this one, lads. Yeah, Emmerich still has plenty of healing left to go. The knights even have plenty of healing left to go. We can't kill anything. I have a bunch of infantry left, but that matters for sweet fuck all. As these assholes just wander around doing no damage to anybody. And my demon prince is having troubles getting away too. Don't worry, these marauders and Nurglings are still losing to just 500 gold spearmen. That's how good Nurgle is. Boy, you complain about Nurgle a lot. Listen, when Nurgle starts being good, I'll stop complaining about him. I know of one person on this earth that thinks Nurgle is good. His name is Cool Umbrella, and he's literally insane. I love the guy, but he's literally insane. He was once arrested on 4 counts of insanity. Look at his poop faction. Imric doesn't even have to try to style on this guy. Doesn't even have to try. Oh my god, 500 gold spears. Fuck you. The Frunkle's still in it! Ah, there he goes. Goodbye, Frunky. Alright, I'll end all of our suffering. I hate this faction. Have you tried not being annoyed by this? I hate Nurgle so much. I think Nurgle is hot garbage. Actually, the Plague Drones did okay. Plague Drones did okay. Nothing else did that well. Uncle Frunkle and the Demon Prince and the Plague Drones. But the rest of the roster just lacks any modicum of stats to do anything. Emmerich did great. His knights did great. His archers did pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, pretty well. Except for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks were not that good. Basic ass spears beat my whole unit. It was good. It was good. GG, well played. Didn't shout at Nurgle to piss you off. Just want to see my green dudes in action. That's fair, Larry, man. That's fair. I just normally when I'm playing like my training streams, I say no Demons of Chaos and no Nurgle because they suck too much and I hate them. And now you saw why I usually avoid them is just because of the pure and utter salt and rage that flows forth from me when I have to play a faction with no stats. Okay. Just saving some replays. I gotta go find, I think, Blood Penguin? Doc Pengu? Yeah, I gotta go find Blood Penguin, and then I can just cast replays for the rest of the thing. Blood Penguin! Yo, yo. We up. Fun fact, Maiden and I ended up in a Dark Elf mirror somehow. How? How is a good question. Alright, while I wait for my opponent... Oh shit, he's ready. He's ready. Casting a replay, you set up lobby. Cool. Nah. More serious, like less jokes and less salt. More serious. I do wish Nurgle's like entire roster would get buffs, but his lords and heroes would get nerfs. Because right now they are supremely reliant on their strong hero hammer or soul grinders, that kind of thing. And like Toad's got some buffs, which was pretty cool. But I think the rest of the roster needs some help. Like the Marauders, maybe they're Chaos Warriors. The problem is just one of faction design. Nurgle has strengths, but it's in lasting forever. But in land battles, that doesn't really work because you need to deal damage. So just making a game last longer doesn't mean you're going to win. So Nurgle does need a couple more like damage options. Because like the Chaos Warriors are insane at holding, but what are they holding for, right? There's no archers. There's no artillery, really. They could be holding for a Soul Grinder, but that's another single entity that kind of ends up in like a Hero Hammer blob that I just think isn't very fun. So Nurgle needs another pass through the old balance machine. Okay, what are we doing here with a Dark Elf Mare? Coops and AC Maiden. We have some Feral Bears, Giant Spiders, Witch Elves, more Giant Spiders. And these are, again, the armor-piercing 70 armor ones. A Feral Stegodon, Rakath, Bleak Swords and Dread Spears, and then Spirit Leech and Doom and Darkness Caster. And that Explosive Squig just routed? Okay. Oh, there's a Feral Wyvern, too. Hello. On the other side, we have a Knights of the Ebb and Claw, Slaanesha's Harvesters, Dark Riders, a Sorceress of Death, a Fate of Moon and Spirit Leech, Low Cure Fellheart, Black Ark Corsairs, Dark Riders, and Cold One Knights. Okay, got it. So the two Supa Squigs were taken out, unfortunately, but fortunately, the Knights of the Ebb and Claw and Slaanesha's Harvesters should do well in this flank, especially with a Soul Sealer going down, and they should have a debuff spell somewhere nearby. And Low Cure could even come over and offer a quick breath attack. So the southern fight is going quite well for the green Dark Elves. The north side, the green Dark Elves are also holding. Yeah, they're feeling all right. They're feeling okay. This is a sniping attempt onto the Sorceress of Death is not really working out. Low Cure is a little too slow and gangly for that. And a Fate of Yuna is going to hit some Witch Elves, but these Knights of the Ebb and Claw need support. More and more red support's pouring in. Green hasn't offered anything yet. Like a nice breath attack down this line. Oh, that would be juice. Give the Marauders of Norska Rage? Maybe. Or a contact poison effect for all Nurgle melee infantry? Yeah. Alright. Low Cure does eventually abandon his pursuit of the Deathcaster, lands, causes a mass terror out, and really bails his Knights of the Ebb and Claw out of a bad situation. Now they can just sit and bump and grind and fight. And this is all of a sudden looking a lot better. So good job, Low Cure. Nice work. And also the Greens continue to do well on the other side. They're still chilling. Fighting Giant Spiders and Dread Spears, that's not going super great, but their infantry is performing quite well. Bounce power's about even. I guess I would agree. It feels like green is getting a lot of better fights, but I imagine there's just something I'm missing. As Low Cure dives onto the Feral Wyvern, gets a huge chunk out of it, takes it down to about half HP, but the Beast Lord's Gaze is going to give it Stop Rampage, Damage Resist, and Leadership. That's like the first time I've ever seen Beast Lord's Gaze work for Rakarth. And then he tag teams Low Cure, and Low Cure is getting his ass handed to him. He does have slow healing while he's in melee combat, and he maybe has Dreaded Duelist, but it might be on cooldown? Without it, he's in some trouble. But he does bring up the Knights of the Ebb and Claw. Tries to get some support in here. And he needed it. Low Cure did not have a good time with that fight. How are we doing elsewhere? Green is winning on the far side, so it's just this near fight that is going against them after Rakarth got that really nice tag team play with his Feral Wyvern. A breath attack from a distance. Low Cure probably going to damage his own Knights of the Ebb and Claw, but he really doesn't. He just hits Rakarth. Okay. Sniper Low Cure. Good man. Spirit Leech onto Rakarth as Low Cure dives back in. If he's going back in, he probably has Dreaded Duelist. There it is. 79, 80 for melee stats on a dragon is kind of insane. Rakarth is lowered down to 39 melee attack, but he does have a bonus versus large, which appears to be serving him quite nicely. He even gets a rampage off from the madness of Cain brought on by the Witch Elves. Knights of the Ebb and Claw still trying to support him, but Low Cure is going down. We have the dragon animation, bit of flying, bit of synchronized stuff, and someone's getting slammed into the dirt. Don't know who it was. Looks like Rakarth got slammed, so Low Cure got the better of it. He is trying to heal up as long as he's in melee contact, but he takes a free attack on the back and does die. Oof. And with that, army losses all of a sudden hits as Rakarth reigns supreme as the only Dragon Lord left standing. Him and his Feral Wyvern working together to take down Scumlord Meta Low Cure. That was a pretty good game. Koops was winning across the front. He just lost the Lord duel. And then from there, his army routed a bunch. Supa Squigs, very little value, unfortunately. For AC Maiden, Rakarth did fantastically well. Ice Bears did okay. Feral Stegodon did okay. Deathcaster was fine. Poison Spiders actually struggled quite a bit on those flanks. And then Bleak Swords and Dread Spears got, for the most part, murked. GG. As far as mirrors go, that was kind of cool. They went different directions with it. I gotta go find Dark Penguin. Where are you? There he is. Found him. I'm in. Okay, somebody wanted Lizardmen. Let me see what the Blessed Stegodons even do. If they do something neat, then I'll pick Lizardmen. If they're just like, what do they do? Blessed Stegodon. What's a regular Stegodon? A Blessed Stegodon has perfect vigor. A Blessed Stegodon has perfect vigor and no missile resistance. Why does a normal Stegodon get missile resistance, but a Blessed Stegodon does not? That is stupid. Why? Why is that the case? Blessed Stegodon also has more health, just a little bit. But why doesn't it have missile resistance? Perfect Vigor is so good. Not having missile resistance is pretty scary, though. Blessed Carnosaur, what do you have? That's different than a Carnosaur. 15 speed, a bit of health, and spell resistance. Interesting. Blessed ones are rare, so they're fragile. Oh, God. Okay. What you going? I'll ask Penguin what he's doing. I'm hesitant to go lizards. All right, Long Paul, you're here. What up? Oh God, do we do the lizards? Do we? It seems silly. All right, what are the Blessed Horned ones? What the fuck? So Blessed Horned ones don't have Primal Instincts, but Primal Instincts is a buff. But Primal Instincts is a buff. Why don't the Blessed Horned ones have it? You're paying 100 more gold, you lose the buff, but you get some more health. No, these units suck, man. These units are terrible. Blessed Chameleons are good. More ammunition, more health. Otherwise, they're the same. Y'all are on drugs. What do you mean? The Blessed units suck. They're trash. They're so trash. I'll go Warriors of Chaos. Fuck this shit. CA do not be paying attention sometimes. Yeah, dude. That made me sad that like half the Blessed units were actually worse than their counterparts. I refuse. If this is how I die, I'm at least going to die with Warriors of Chaos in my veins. Primal Instincts used to be a bad thing. Not anymore. So we have access to demonic units, but where does that leave us? With Uncle Frunkle? Just run it back. Just bring Uncle Frunkle again. Bitch about Nurgle. The entire game I'm playing Nurgle, and then when I get to play Warriors of Chaos, I'm like, alright, so Nurgle? So what I'm hearing is Nurgle. When spell resist is magic resist, that was a solid buff. Yeah. There was a lot of Empire Swiss pikemen in the Europe time zone one. There was a lot of Empire. Okay, so we have to run down Imperial Fools. To be fair, Uncle Frunkle did good. He did do good. I don't know if he'll do the same amount of good versus Empire, though. He might get pin-cushioned into oblivion. It's terrible versus Empire, but I am tempted to bring Flamers, but no, they're still bad. Sir Groots was playing Fiends of Slaanesh earlier, and I kinda just want to try it. What does the ROR Keeper of Secrets do? Let's check. Better stats. It has the heal for people around it that are freaking out, and it has Phantasmagoria. Okay, I could maybe fuck with that. I could fuck with that, but not Fiends. I'm gonna need to switch it up if we're doing that. Let's get some Plague Toads. Are Plague Toads even worth it versus Empire? Probably not. Probably not. Let's get some Flesh Hounds. Yeah, I can fuck with the Marquis of Masochism. Let's go. Let's go. What else do we need? Village. We need some village. If you aren't playing with village, then you aren't playing the game right. I'm not saying that to make you angry. I'm saying that because it's true. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I have a fun idea for me. Not for my enemy, but me. No, wait, there's a Zinj caster. Yeah. Yeah. We're about to do some dastardly shit. Okay. Yes. Do the fiends have that buff? I think they do. No, they don't. What the hell? They don't get any buffs for people nearby them routing? Is that just the Seekers? Whatever. This game sucks anybody anyway, nobody plays it. Phantasmagoria and Treason? Yeah! AoE minus 32 leadership. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so we have Hellstriders, we have Fleshhounds. Let's get some basic Marauders over here. Do I even want Chaos Warriors? No. Not really. They could do okay versus Empire. I just don't know if I have the money. Or the time. Could get some more basic ass dogs. Finally kind of stream. What up, Blake's Takes? How you doing, man? How you doing? Okay, this will be fun. Get pink Marauders. I could get Zinj Marauders of Spears. I can't get the pink ones. It's too much money. Where do you expect me to get that kind of money, man? Like, look at this. Look at it. I don't have any money. What to counter wagons? I'm very glad you asked. It all goes back to a man named Sigmar. And he had 3 things that counter wagons. Guns, faith, and steel. I do not have any guns. I have no faith this will work. But my resolve and my redacted are completely made of steel right now. And I think that's going to be enough. Also, what counter wagons? Phantasmagoria, net them down. Minus 32 leadership, kill them all. Easy game, easy life, GG. Fat Kid at Recess, you've arrived, but why aren't you in this event? Also, follow-up question. Why do we have 20 viewers, but Turin has like 1 million? These are the real questions. He has 814. I have 20. It's not right. Your resolve is made of paper. You don't even have the uncle to carry you. It's Izzy. I have the ROR Keeper of Secrets. How can you possibly be disappointed in me? Because I pick up heavy circles. All right. You win this round, Recess. You win this round. Turn makes good content? No. Lies. Lies, Sir Groots. What's wrong with Turin having viewers? I was just kidding. It's just a meme. Because he doesn't freak out in a squeaky voice. True. Good enough. Why the fuck did you just turn on over there, little Xbox One? It is misty. I can't see very much. And that's just how I like it.
I am endowed with power.
Well, that was a spooky voice line.
Great horned one.
You're a spooky person. You're a very spooky person, Marquis of Masochism. I didn't like how, like, echoey that voice was. Alrighty. Chaos Marauders, and then we have dogs that will pair with fleshhounds that will pair with Hellstriders. And the same on the other side. Let's go dogs, fleshhounds, Hellstriders. Hummus voice is all I'm here for. Getting an awful lot of support for my voice when, if I had to quote a previous time of interacting with you fools, it would be, if I ever have to hear his voice again, I will claw my brains out with my fingernails by going through my nostrils. Oh, Jonathan, yeah, he's streaming domination mode right now. But I was just memeing. Like, if people enjoyed her, and that's fine. It's completely fine. I am in fact a memester. A chuckle fuck, even. Let's advance. What do we have here? Swordsman, swordsman, spearmen with shields. More swordsmen, Demigriff knights. Where did all your shit go, dude? The noble sons abroad pistoliers. What did you spend your money on, Blood Penguin? Where the frick are we looking here? Pengu? What? Where'd you spend your money? There are the stubborn bulls. Okay, good. We have some Gunnerman Surefires who are just hidden. Gotcha. Franz is on that flank. If he really wants to, he can kill some randoms. I don't care. Okay. How's this for interactive? Oh wow, they tanked through that like a boss. Hello. Alright, spawn, protect me. How's this flank doing that I entirely forgot about because I'm a dumbass? Alright, Franz is out here fighting the good fight. Let's get some flanks in, lads. Let's get some flanks in. What are you, Poison Warhounds? Alright, get over there. Screamers, get over here. Fleshhounds taking a bit of a beating. That's a whoopsie on my part. Franz is having a pretty okay time of it. Damn, dude. Penguin is kind of kicking my ass. Now, is it because I'm playing bad or because Penguin is a god? 50-50. That's a pretty 50-50 angle, to be honest. What are you fighting? Is it worth fighting? Demigriff Knights? Yeah, that's kind of worth fighting. TBH. The stubborn bulls sure are stubborn. I would like for those Gunderman Surefires to eventually die. There we go. That'll take care of that. My god, the stubborn bulls are still at it. How are we doing on that front line, lads? Treason of Zinch. Rest of you, run away from that spearman, because I don't like it. Keep running. What are you? Silver bullets? Really? They're holding on that well? Good God. Yeah, we're kind of fucked at this point. Damn, man. Marauders cannot get through the Empire State troops to save their lives. And that's a Stubborn Bulls at full HP. Yeah, that's just brutal. It's over. I was shocked my first overcasted Pinkfire didn't one-shot those Gunderman Surefires. That was strange. Because normally they do super well against that kind of thing. I've played versus enough of Lenormand Zinch to learn that overcasted Pinkfires instantly wreck anything except for apparently the Gunderman Surefires. So the Zinch Lord, unfortunately, was a disappointment. The Phantasmagoria Caster was also a pretty big disappointment. We are not shocked, but I do have to announce it. Screamers did okay. Hellstriders did okay. They didn't have a lot they could fight because everything in the backline was like extremely heavily armored, which is not what their deal is. Marauders also disappointed me on the front line. They took forever to beat basic state troops. So yeah, just a lot of disappointment, unfortunately, on a lot of our units. It took 3 Pinkfires. 2 of them were overcast. Yeah. All right, we got bodied. We got bodied. Sorry, I'm just typing a blood penguin. Does the Keeper have the same bug as Nakare? Charge animation just as nothing? I did not know of that bug, and I don't know. I do not know these things. Oi. Okay, what am I doing? Replays, replays, replays. So what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got some greenskins versus lizardmen? Sure. Let's hit it. Sir Groot on the greenskins versus Coops as lizardmen. Okay, what are we doing? Where are we? Who's around me? Coops is lizards. We have Getblom's Terror, the Feral Carnosaur ROR. He has some fun racing stripes. Did anybody... Okay, this is a deep cut. Did anybody in the world play Banjo-Tooie? Or was it just my childhood that was good? Because this shit looks like a Banjo-Tooie transformation. It's got like... Because Banjo's blue jean shorts are always on every transformation, and then it usually has like Kazooie affects. And this shit, I mean, I know it's on his tail, but it looks kind of like his dumbass shorts. Anyway, complete sidetrack. If anybody got that reference, you had a good childhood. So get Blom's Terror. 4 Skin Courts of Javelins. 3 Blessed Horned Ones. Coops, no! Not the Blessed Horned Ones. They are actually just worse than regular Horned Ones. Coops, no! Then we have the Spirit of Topak, Quaddle, and Krokgar with a bunch of his buffs, and we don't have a caster of any kind. I mean, I guess the Spirit of Tepok is... Oh, the Spirit of Tepok is, because it's bugged. Okay, so he's taking it for the bugged... It can cast Verona's Time Warp. as a normal spell, not as a bound ability. So it only has 2 uses of Earthblood, but has infinite uses of Barona's Time Warp as long as you have Winds of Magic. Okay, so the Spirit of Tepok is his caster. That's pretty funny. Okay, sorry. On the other side, for the greenskins, do have a bunch of goblins, armored squighoppers, followed up by 4 lava spider riders, the lava Ragnarok spider, Wurzag for the buffs, and some savage orc boar boy biggins. That unfortunately, no magic attacks, though Barona's Time Warp gives magic attacks. Stop it. There we go. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Everything sucks. The Horned Ones charging in, countercharging the armored squig herds. They should win that, unless they don't for reasons unforeseen. Hand of the Gods is a little bit of poke damage onto Wurzag, but otherwise, not a whole lot. And there's the Verona's Time Warp, I think. It's gonna hit all these guys. Boom, plus 24 melee attack. Huge, unbeatable buffs. Spirit of Tepok is coming in, but there is Getblom's Terror. He's sneaky, he's slithery, and he's gonna go fight the... And he got netted. And he got netted. Horned Ones running around, trying their best to do, you know, something. A couple Brain Bursters out of Wurzag. He's buffing up all of his force, giving his Lava Ragnarok Spider 82 melee attack. The Lava Spider Riders are trying to run away from a giant laser falcon snake, so that's not going great for them. And Getblom's found his mark! Anti-large duelist versus anti-large duelist, and they're both actually in an anti-large duel. Who will win? Stop shooting him! This is an honorable duel to the death. Fuck you! God damn it, 96 melee attack on that Lava Ragnarok Spider. Getblom's Terror is trying, but he is just not having a good enough day. Gazemork is going to hit him for a little bit of poke, and give the Lava Ragnarok Spider even more stats. More stats! And Getblom's is just getting torn apart as Krokgar tries to hunt down Wurzag, and he actually might be able to do it on that front. Cold-Blooded gives Getblom's a little bit more life, but he is already routing. The Blessed Horned Ones being worse than regular Horned Ones are actually just losing across the board because reasons. That Kotal ability was slow, so I actually saw all the cav. That's kind of funny. Krokgar is still trying to duel out Wurzag. The Spirit of Tepok is trying to fight the Lava Ragnarok Spider, but at this point the Lizardmen are already horrifically outclassed. And all of the little lava boys will probably beat up our friend Krokgar here. Probably. Another Verona's Time Warp just for the Spirit of Tepok. Gave it to himself to try and carry this game. I don't think he can. And Krokgar is... he might just go back to Lustry with like full HP and just decide that this whole venture was not worth it. Never mind, he is going to duel the Lava Ragnarok Spider. And I haven't seen its health bar move. I have certainly seen his health bar move. It is going down. It is going down very quickly. And he runs away. The campaign sorcerer for Norska of Slaanesh. Human Boy, this is important. Bring a supply train? No. Someone else did. Is Coops. Alright, I'm saving some replays while we load in. Okay, wait. Shit. Save the replays fast. Go! All right, for the Chaos Dwarves, we have the supply train, 7,600 gold of pure fighting badassery. Now, a little known bug about the supply train you may not know. If you micro it correctly, if you micro the supply train correctly, there's this bug. If you're on a map with a mountain that rises at an 120 degree angle from the ground, so 90 degrees is straight up, you need a mount that rises 120 degrees, okay? If you find that mountain, and it's inside the borders of the map, and you drive the supply chain up to that mountain, okay? I think there's 3 maps that have this feature, okay? If you get to that point, and your supply train is angling in just right, and then you turn left, you can't turn right. If you turn left, right at the bottom of that, you'll have wasted about as much time as picking a supply train in any other battle. All right. Supply train is out there. It plows through some dryads, does some great work there. We also have Astrogoth Iron Hand. We also have a shit ton of Malevolent Treekin and dryads. Malevolent Treekin just gives them frenzy, it looks like. Then we have feral bears, giant spiders, giant wolves, great hawks, and it is an entirely forest-themed build from the Wood Elves. Now the supply train is stuck. It is stuck. This always happens to this thing because it is so large that it frequently hits so many models it can't possibly move. So Bull Centaur renders are trying to bail it out. Astrogoth Ironhand is trying to solo the entire army right now, and he is doing the best he can, and Dreicher is going to try and run away from him. In the distance, something happened to these giant wolves that made them want to run away, but the Wood Elves killed all of the hobgoblins that were there. Oh my god. Supply train's still in there, it's still fighting, it's still doing its best. Meanwhile, the Wood Elves continue to close in. We are already down to the Bull Centaurs, Astrogoth, and the train. The train is not having a good day. Astrogoth is. Astrogoth's doing his very best. And the train has been completely stuck since minute 1. It cannot move. It is doing its best. Now, these Malevolent Treekin that have been fighting it, they have almost 3,000 value because this thing is 7,600 gold. And when I made a funny meme video about it, people got mad at me because they were like, it's for campaign only and you're a stupid dumb idiot. And my point is someone had to go into multiplayer and they typed in a number for this unit. And when CA asked them, what number should we type in? They said, fuck it, 7,600. I don't care that you can only take it in campaign. Somebody entered that stupid high number for such a trash unit. Somebody did that. And it did not live up to its hype. In fact, it died. It died a horrific death. And even Astrogoth would be better off if the supply train wasn't in the game, because losing it loses you so much balance of power, it army losses him faster. Whereas if it didn't exist, he would be most of his army's value, and he would fight to the end. All right, Astrogoth, 2,000 value. Supply train, almost 700. Almost, if you round way up. Bull Centaurs also struggled. Hobgoblin Wolf Riders obviously got killed. For Barkin the Tack, Malevolent Treekin, one of them got 89, one of them got 3,400. I think that is just math. Looking for what else? One of these Malevolent Dryads probably has thousands of value. That one, that was also fighting the supply train. There are some Fellbats. That train is funny, though. That train is funny. What else do we got? Derfs? Derfs? Oh my word. It's Super Mario Fried Chicken / Apotheal. And he loves his dwarves. But, I will say, shout out to you for not taking the goddamn Hero Hammer. All right. Okay, sorry. Was busy with stuff. Not a single extended unit roster. True. He didn't bring any of the ghost people or the Carnosaur. On the side of Norska, we have Marauders. Marauders with great weapons. Marauders. This is Tritone's army, I believe. More Marauders and Marauders with great weapons. Marauder Chieftain on a horsey horse. And then we have Burble Smirk Spew Pit. Just a Nurgle caster, Exalted Great Unclean One. The Soul Crusher, and a Skin Wolf Werekin. This is the only campaign unit for the dwarves. They also have all of the ethereal heroes. Swiss Pikemen. For the dwarves, we have triple Iron Drakes with Trollhammer Torpedoes, double cannons, double Slayers, a whole bunch of Dwarf Warriors and Miners with Blasting Charges, and then we have a basic lord. This is more of the dwarf army that, like, in more serious times I enjoy. When people are like, why do you hate dwarves so much right now? They're just boring how they currently play with, like, a hard box, Gotrek, Felix, Thoric, and gyrocopters, but this is the kind of dwarves that when dwarves aren't toxic pieces of shit, I enjoy. Like, Trollhammer torpedoes, cannons, slayers, you have a pretty wide build. I don't know. I like dwarves for that. I like their voice lines, their models are pretty cool, so just saying. All right, the War Mammoth is shredding straight through. Got onto those Trollhammer torpedoes as Burble Smirk Spew Pit is down to half HP, and it's only getting worse for our friend as the grenade launchers keep on firing, and they don't stop firing, and they don't stop firing. But the Soul Crusher is doing its best to save him a little bit of time on this Earth. Marauder struggling against the Dwarven front line, as most things tend to. Slayers are going to get to the Soul Crusher, and god damn, Burble Smirk is having a bad day. These fucking Iron Drakes just tearing him apart. It's a quick battle, Tree Town? Yeah. No campaign units for the dwarves. Just troll hammers, beating up on poor big boys. With that, Norska's caster is dead, plus a very expensive single entity. Balance power shifts in favor of the dwarves, and I think that's about it for this one. Because they can't even get through their front line. Yeah, now the Iron Drakes and Cannons are just tearing apart the Soul Crusher. And the Marauders are still working on the front line. Marauders are not having a glow up of a day. They failed me, now they failed Tree Town. Damn. Apotheo messaged me, said he was going to take the Carnosaur, but then his opponent picked Norska. I see. Yeah, the Trollhammers did really, really well. They're a pretty good unit. This is just, like, this is a solid dwarf build. Apotheo, if you're still watching out there, this is the good shit. This is the good shit. I love these kind of builds. For Tree Town, it's not exactly what I tried earlier in the day in the EU one, but I did try similar. Burble Smirk. He's okay. He just requires your opponent to blob. And they don't usually do that versus Norska, because Norska's actually kind of good at that. Yeah. That was the good shit. Tomb Kings versus Lizardmen. Rocket Row versus Sir Groot. All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Tomb Kings took 2 Hex Wraiths. The Flock of Djaf carrying with the Rock Drop. Another Flock of Djaf. So they have 2 essentially like Pterodon carrying things. Skeletons across the front line. Usirian's Legion of the Netherworld. Ethereal Nehekara Warriors, giving themselves 55% physical resistance and some better stats, except for when they get gooned out by a giant laser beam, apparently. Eyes of the Desert, another Sporkle Stalker, Cetra the Imperishable, and his kitty cat. For the Lizardmen, we have a Blessed Chameleon Skink, Skink cohorts with Javelins, basic Skink cohorts, Blessed Croxagores, Feral Cold Ones, a Blessed Bastillodon with a Solar Engine, giving it perfect vigor, and we have Nakai the Wanderer plus a Skink Oracle with Earthblood and Fireball. Now the Skink Oracle is trying to shoot Cetra over Nakai. It can't, because reasons. But Nakai does his best to beat up that poor soul. We'll see how that goes for him. Feral Cold Ones on the far side are going to get just destroyed by the Flock of Djaf and the Hex Race. They're already just about routing. And that can be spooky for the Lizardmen. They don't have much mobility presence at all, so this would mean the Hex Race are free to cycle charge, rear charge all their skinks, get onto the Bastillodon and stuff. But Nakai is doing his best to carry this game. Looks like Cetra got some healing from the Realm of Souls or something, because Nakai was kicking his ass for just a briefest moment, but then it's gone. Toad Rage onto the Clostodon Hunters, plus Usirian's Incantation of Vengeance is going to whittle them down, and the Hex Rates are overall just ignoring them. I'm going to go for the Bastillodon instead, getting a lot of damage out They're 100% armor piercing for being ethereals. That's a toughie. That is a toughie. Where's Nakai? Nakai is attempting to help with the Hex Wraiths. He does not do magic damage, though, so that might take him a bit. And the Skink Oracle is trapped in melee combat. If you haven't seen this unit since Warhammer 2, their melee stats aren't that bad, but they are strangely bad in melee combat, which, like, they should be for what the unit is. It's like a kiting, high damage, strangely low-ish range unit. But its stats don't look that bad. In melee, it can get torn apart, though. So it is best to avoid those things. Still with the solar engine, struggling to stay alive, doing its very best. For the two Hex Wraiths, one of them's at half HP, the other one I can't find its thingy. It is about 2/3. Quick Fireball smokes 2 Hex Wraiths. Sepulchral Stalkers are fighting on the front line now. Blessed Croxagors are still here, still fighting. Tomb Kings are taking a slight lead, I would tend to agree. There's also Blessed Saurus. But why? This feels like the Tomb Kings are raffle stomping it. Why is the balance of power not so sure? Such uses his little explosion. It was adorable. It almost hurt some Saurus. Almost is a pretty key word there. Syrian's Incantation of Vengeance will do well there, though. The creepy skeletal hand of doom. As Nakai continues to take his day out on Cetra the Imperishable. Oh, I think if the Skink Oracle actually gets dragged down, the balance of power moves significantly. Maybe that's why it doesn't look so bad. Because, like, on the battlefield, this looks terrible for Lizardmen right now. Row is pronounced Rue. I see. I will try to remedy that for the future. There, the Skink Oracle is getting torn down by these Hex Wraiths, and now the balance power is starting to come back towards what I kind of thought it would be. Tomb Kings have a crap ton of infantry, monsters, and cavalry left. Lizardmen are down to just Nakai, some Croxagors, an almost dead Skink Oracle, and a Bestellum with the Solar Engine. Though, actually, that Skink Shot did some pretty good work over here. It does have guard mode on, it's just firing. It realizes it can't get away from these Hex Wraiths. And it half health those Eyes of the Desert in 2 shots. That was pretty impressive, little Skink. That was pretty impressive. Good for you. It's not gonna be enough. Yeah. It's looking like GG as these Skeleton Warriors even push off more Skink cohorts. What are you using on Nakai? You are using an Incantation of Vengeance on Nakai. Okay. Bestildon and the Skink Oracle are about to die. Skink Oracle's taking the entire Eyes of the Desert with it, though. Which is admirable. If not futile. I'm just fast forwarding as Nakai beats the brakes off of Cetra the Imperishable. Holy crap, he's gonna kill him. Oh my goodness, he is gonna kill him. He did it. Nakai killed Cetra. And the Skink Oracle was allowed to come back. What the fuck? How is this allowed? Hex Wraiths were crumbling for a second. Now they are back. Does the Skink Oracle have any healing for himself? Does he? He absolutely needs it if he's going to stay in this game. Blessed Croxagors try to get chased by the flock of Jaff. They do turn around. They deal with it. Skink Oracle gets routed yet again, and that is going to be GG. But Nakai beat up Cetra. So you know what? It's not all bad. For Sir Groot, we have 2,300 on a Hex Wraith, 2,009, yeah, 2,900 on another Hex Wraith. Good lord. Cetra did okay. Sporkle Stalkers struggled to find their homes. Flocks of Jaff did okay. Chaff did fine, but it was really these Hex Wraiths just destroying the Lizardmen. Good lord. Lordy, lordy. Nakai also making a pretty good statement for himself. 2,800 on that big boy. 1,500 on the Skink Oracle, and I imagine the rest of these values are not going to be that good. Really not, except for the Colossal Hunters did good. Dun, 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 dun. I smile whenever Human Boy has to co-cast a Cetra W, even if it's just in a meme format. Okay, I know Coops had one for me that I don't want to forget what he was talking about before it happens. There it is. Norska versus Tomb Kings yet again. And Coops told me to pay attention to Kihar the Tormentor, so I will. Apparently this guy just... He's apparently horribly overcosted, so let's see. Coops, if you're still out there, how much did Kihar cost you? So for Norska, we have five Berserkers, including the Brutes of the Hound. Wulfric the Wanderer. 2 more Marauders, one of which is the Icehorn Marauders. Then we have the Iceforged Legion. 4 Hell Cannons. Nice. And then Kihar the Tormentor. With 4,000 HP for a Dragon Lord. Wulfric on foot. Wulfric on foot has as much HP as Kihar on a dragon. Let that sink in. Silly. Okay, yeah, that's pretty dumb. Then he brought Slicing Shards with it. On the other side, for Boojilicious, we have Nehekara Horsemen, including the Storm Riders of Khazar. What's your special thing? Nothing? They just have more stats. Okay. Cool. More stats, higher armor. Some Skeleton Chariots, some Crypt Ghouls, Usurian's Legion of the Netherworld, the Ethereal guys we were talking about earlier. It looks like there's 2 of them, and the Kepra Guard. Plus some more Skeleton Warriors. So it's the Tomb Kings build on the march. They're marching out, they're doing some stuff. The Iceborn Legion are currently making Settra regret being alive. What's your value at for shooting him? 1,200 already. But he has regen. Oh, nice. That'll save him. Iceforged Legion continue to punish Settra for the audacity of trying to exist. And 2 bolts miss. 1 hits. Oh, and there's the 4th. It is going. It is going. It is... Just disappears. It just disappears midair. All right. Kihar does a nice little breath attack onto some Skeleton Horsemen. Somehow doesn't murder all of his Berserkers, so that's a positive. That's a plus. And the Berserkers are going to try and hold. Chariots charging in. Do Chariots work appropriately? Are they incredible? It's incredible how little damage they do. Does that count? As the Iceforged Legion continues to try and carry this game. They're doing good. They're doing real good. Go, Iceforged Legion, go! Kihar is continuing to fight. Now we also have Berserkers who are doing quite well. These Marauders have piled up on the Iceforged Legion, just trying to stop them from getting compromised by these Nehekara cavalry. They just want to keep firing. And they are doing good work onto the Usurian's Legion, but the Tomb King's healing passive is starting to come in a little bit now. And Kihar just got overcast for what? Ooh, it's the sniping Slicing Shards. Does it hit? It does! It do! And I saw a Sea Fang that did very, very little damage, but the Norskans are really trying to cleave through all of these Tomb Kings. They're doing a decent job of it, but their Berserkers are starting to fall. Yeah, their Berserkers are not having a good time. We started with 5. We have 2 that aren't routing right now. Kihar also throws out a quick breath attack onto Settra. Whiffs it, unfortunately. I mean, Settra dodged it more than he whiffed it, to be fair. More horsemen plow into the Brutes of the Hound, who are just desperately trying to keep the Iceforged Legion up and running. But even the Iceforged Legion are having a hard time, like, seeing anything. They aren't firing right now, so they do need new attack orders. Looks like they got them now into the Kepra Guard. But there's just so much, man. There's so many randoms. Is that an Usurian's Incantation of Vengeance? Why is this spell all of a sudden a thing? I insist it is trash. But apparently everybody else knows something I don't. Another Slicing Shards. Do the Tomb Kings dodge it? It's the world's slowest casting spell. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it hit. Good damage for the Tomb Kings. On the Tomb Kings for Norska. They're honestly doing okay for how, like, silly and small this build was. They're doing all right. Now the Iceforged Legion is about out of room to shoot. You can see their minimum of shooting. Most stuff is inside it now. They're gonna have a really tough time getting anything done in this game after this point. And Norska's just out of sauce. They have Kihar left. Yeah, they have Kihar left. They have Wulfric left. But there's too much. There's too much as Wolfric throws down a nasty Sea Fang that hits like 3 different units. Maybe one last satisfying slicing shards can come out. I kind of want it to be on Wolfric. Oh, it's just going to be right here. I kind of wanted to see that blob burn away, though. If Kihar can get into this guy, he has one more breath attack that I want to see. Because there's some good blobbage to punish here. Slicing shards did okay-ish. The Kihar is unfortunately going to rout with that. Army losses will take Wolfric. Isn't the point of this event to bring trash builds and spells? Coops, that is true. That is true. That was an admirable fight from both players. I liked it. I liked it. Iceforge Legion 2,600. Kihar 1,400. Though we got 250 kills from just murdering skeletons with his spells. Berserkers and other stuff. Struggied. For Bouge, Cetra the Imperishable had a tough early game. Then he rallied and did okay. Chariots ran around. They did some good work in the end. Skeleton Horsemen also did fine. GG. Ah! 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 That character may suck. It might. Alright, we just saw... Okay, wait. Coops already sent us that one. Lions? A lion build with Alistair, the White Lion. Okay. AC Maiden versus DBD's Stormrunner, or Bark in the Tack. Oh, hey! We didn't get the Love and Seaguard archers for once. That's exciting. Oh, those are super squigs. Those are super squigs. Okay. I'm gonna grab some drink. BRB. Real fast. What up? Okay, I'm back. Grace demanded a bowl of Cheez-Its. And then I had some Cheez-Its, now they're in my mouth and I can't say words. What the fuck? This was stupid. Fuck. 1 second. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Super Squig 1. Well, that's uncomfortable. Run, Super Squig 2, while I try to get back above the map. Goodbye, Super Squig 2. And I assume Super Squig 3 also died somewhere horrible. Okay, I have eaten the Cheez-Its. We have Alistair the White Lion, who does not have fire resist, but gives his whole army fire resist if he chooses to. Azhag the Slaughterer, a Feral Wyvern fighting him up in the sky. For the Hives, we have Dryads. We have 2 Athel Tamara Faith Bearers. Heavily armored Mistwalker Storm Infantry with Frenzy. Okay, I mean, they just have good stats. It seems good for them. A bunch of Lions, Lion Chariots, Lions, some Lyran Reavers. Cool. On the other side, for the Greenskins, we had 3 Super Squigs. None of them got anything done. Unfortunately, a Feral Wyvern, Azhag, the 2 ROR Skirmishers, Orc Boys as the front line. What is going on with my camera? Ah! Night Goblins, it looks like the ROR with the spinny spins, and then more Night Goblins with the spinny spins and nasty Skulkers. Okay, cool, cool. Hey, Central Screwed, how you doing? Oh, the High Elves do have a Life Caster, Earthblood and Flesh of Stone, no regrowth. Alistair is not winning the double Wyvern fight, even with Flesh of Stone, even with a little bit of healing, so he is opting out of it. Probably for the best, as the Lions continue to scrap on the front line with these little orcs. They should win it, but there is a lot of skirmish cab fire nearby, so maybe not. Though these Morgan's Major Marauders do have to back off. They're currently getting eaten by lions, and that is no good. That is, in fact, no good. As Illyrian Reavers push off the nasty Skulkers, we do get our first Wah. Aztag and his Wyvern friend dive down to help out the Tifraba's chariot. But they're surrounded by Rahagra's Pride and other Warlions? This could actually be a giant mistake. And yeah, the Greenskins are just going to surrender. Oof baboof. Looks like they got good damage onto Alistair, but like literally nothing else. Everything else is like full HP. Lions OP. And Supa Squigs did not get to find any delicious high elves to nom on. That was it. Okay, Skaven versus Wood Elves, big close 2. Do I trust it? Do I trust it? Wait, is this... No, that's not even from the event. Okay, I'm not gonna cast that shit. It's not from this event. Fuck you. I'll cast that later. Probably make a video out of it. Skaven versus Empire. We're getting some of the Skaven units. So the Death Dealers, Teethbreaker, Rattling Guns, they just do more damage than traditional Rattling Guns do. I remember the Warp Fire Thrower is unbreakable. What is special about the Doom Wheel? What is special about the Doom Wheel? Warp Fire Wheel. It has regen. What the fuck? It has regen. That's awesome. All right, we have Igot Claw, a Warp Fire Wheel, and the Wheels of Doom Wheels. That's a lot of Doom Wheels. Plus some Skaven Slave Spears, 4 Warp Fire Throwers. Yep, there's the 4th one of which is the campaign unbreakable one. There is the Death Dealers and the Teeth Breakers. You can see the Death Dealers don't really have anything special to them, just more damage than even the Teeth Breakers can offer. On the other side for Blood Penguin, real fast, we have Swordsman, Spearman, Boris Todbringer, Roderick Le Angui, some Flagellants, some more Swordsmen. We saw 4 Noble Sons Abroad, the Pistoliers, which is better stats, 2 Empire Knights, and a Deathcaster with Fate of Una and Spirit Leech. There is way too much firepower going on. I can't possibly keep track of it, but I do know that those Warp Lightning, those Warp Fire Throwers almost exclusively hit their own Skaven Slaves. Meanwhile, the fucking Death Dealers are dealing some serious death right now to Boris, and he needs to run away from all the Doom Wheels, from all of the pain and suffering he has been inflicted. And that's some good damage. He's even gonna get a Flenzy Ruin on the way out. Is it overcast? Is it overcast? Is it overcast? It is overcast. That might actually just keep him routing off the edge of the map. As the Warp Fire Throwers continue to just murder the Empire front line. They're under assault now. Thankfully, these boys are unbreakable. With 42 melee defense, they don't give a single shit as the Teeth Breakers continue to fire as well. The Noble Sons Abroad... Oh wait, these are Empire Knights. These Empire Knights will try to find their home under the Teeth Breakers, and they'll find it a little bit more accommodating of a place to live. 2 shots and regen, gotcha. This is such a good event. I am glad you think so. This was a fun event for the people. We had a vote and people voted for this one. So if you want more fun events and stuff, join the Discord, get the Gutter Runner role. I ask Gutter Runners. It's a role that I ping for voting on events. So if you want to help dictate what kind of events we play, go get that. Anyway, I digress. Roderick Langui is trying to stop those Warp Fire Throwers from firing. Skaven are massively up, but this Amethyst was just taking his life into his own hands, running up Take a Claw, 1v1ing him, kind of kicking his ass in melee with a bunch of support from the Noble Sons Abroad. Where are the other Doom Wheels? One of the Doom Wheels is right here. The Wheels of Doom is trying to peel for the backline, and the other one, the Warp Fire's wheel, is busy with some flagellants, but most of them have abandoned Ikka Claw to his fate, and that fate is just getting run down by a fucking Amethyst Wizard. Jesus. Skaven do seem to be in control of the game at this point. The Doombringers, Warp Fire Throwers, are continuing to fire on the Noble Sons Abroad. The Noble Sons Abroad don't give a single shit. They're even sprinting into the Teethbreakers, sprinting into the Death Dealers, and that's a little bit too much. I appreciate not giving a fuck, but not giving that much of a fuck just means you die horribly. And die horribly they shall, as Warp Fire Throwers, even the Regiment of Renown ones, are continuing to do their very best and fight their way out. The Death Dealers shooting at, like, the worst possible models of this Empire model, but okay, they did it. It works, it works. More Warp Fire Throwers getting run down. And can the Skaven actually win this game with 3 fucking Doom Wheels? What are you shooting at? Where was that going? Run that by me again, little friend? 2 Sigmar's sons are fighting the Teethbreakers. Ikka Claw's just gonna roll over them real quick. It's not even Ikka Claw, it's the Warp Fire's wheel. Okay. So how are we doing? The Teethbreakers are rather low. The Warp Fire's wheel is doing fantastically. The Death Dealers are doing fantastically. They're full HP still. Weird. Another Flensing Rune from Ikka Claw. It's not overcast, which is nice. It would not be worth it all to overcast onto Empire Knights at the risk of hurting Ikka. Teethbreakers are trying to defend their Death Dealer brethren. Ikka's even going to come over and offer his terror to the situation, terrorizing them off. Ooh, Boris is back. That's huge. I honestly kind of played this whole game like he was dead. If Boris is back, this could get a little spicy. Though actually, it looks like the Death Dealers and Teethbreakers are just gunning for his ass. Oh, Boris, do you have the jukes? Oh, Boris, do you have the moves? Little bit. Little bit. Oh, no. Hard no. Okay. Little bit. Oop. Hard no. Every time I believe in him. Oh, God. He's fucking dead. He's so goddamn dead. As the Death Dealers just fuck up his day. Oh, poor Boris. Oh, poor Boris. The Death Dealers have 30 more range than the other guy. That Spirit Leech straight up killed Ikka Claw. All right. Maybe with the Skaven Lord dead, maybe we can do some good work here. Skaven's leadership is lowered. The 2 Doom Wheels continue to try and carry. For the Empire, we have an extremely wounded Todbringer. Healthy Amethyst Wizard. 1 healthy Cav unit, the Noble Sons Abroad, a couple Chaff Infantry, and Roderick. That is it. Doug Dimmadoom, dealer of the Deathdale Dimmadoom. I love Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Doomwheel is trying to pick a fight with Roderick L'Angui. It picks a fight with Roderick L'Angui. It kind of runs past him. One thing I am concerned about is Doomwheels are not particularly good against infantry characters, so Roderick could actually do a lot of damage to it. The Death Dealers deal some more death at these Empire Knights who were just trying to come say hello, and they did not get to in any capacity whatsoever. They are murdered. They are straight up dead. And the balance of power continues to remain even. Now, these Warp Fire Throwers are literally unbreakable. I'm surprised how well the Teethbreakers are doing leadership-wise, considering Ikka's dead. But Boris is joining in. Boris should rout them off almost immediately here. There it is. Where are those Death Dealers? They are turning around. They have attack orders onto Boris, and Boris senses it. He feels that he's played this entire game under their threat. Ow, 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 ow. That hurts. Oh, he got down to 2 HP for a little bit there. The Death Dealers are trying to rotate. The Death Dealers are trying to pivot, and they say, fuck it, not our problem. And they go back to gunning down some swordsmen. We now have Roderick's Shatter trying to deal damage to those Death Dealers, but they don't care. They just don't care. They're not even unbreakable. They're just lunatics. They're just amoral, absolute animals. The double Doom Wheels are still going absolutely nuts in the background. Roderick is getting slowly poked down by Clanrad Spears. The Death Dealers continue to kill anything that gets in their way with an impressive almost 4,000 value on those Death Dealers. God damn. And this has to be the end. There's no shot. As the Amethyst Wizard's last thing left, he throws down a Spirit Leech onto the Doombringers. He himself is sprinting into melee with the Death Dealers, but can he even get there in time? Yes, they are not able to quite fire. He does get to them, but all for what? For what? So Roderick could get run over by a Doom Wheel? I think not, sir. That is G fucking G. That slapped. That slapped. I love that. That was my favorite game of all time. Ica Claw got a decent amount of value. The Doom Wheels did okay, but it was the Death Dealer show, baby. Teethbreakers also did quite nicely. Warp Fire Throwers did fine. Clan Rats were around. Death Dealers. Why aren't Death Dealers allowed in competitive? Come on. I mean, one Fate of Una would still kill them, but it was funny. Boris struggled to stay alive for more than 3 seconds. Amethyst Wizard did fine. Noble Sons Abroad did okay. Roderick did well. And the infantry got mulched. GG. GG. I swear I just saved this. Okay, I did. Sorry. Sir Groot sent me something and it's not here. I have to see this Vampire Coast versus Kislev. Okay, sorry, I was just making sure that I was just making sure that things were okay. Treetown versus Antoyovich. Okay, that is straight up 3 Kislev Bariots. What the fuck? Alright, yeah, Treetone told me about this. So this player, the Kislev player, is very new to our server and was playing in this event for fun and stuff. So this is like way too few units, and Treetone just like he let it slide. But like, just so you know, like, yep, it's a 4-funner tournament. And some of these players are quite new. So yeah, Kislev just took fucking War Sleds and that's it. Boris and Ulrika. Ulrika has, it looks like a lot of her spells. Yeah, she has like all of her spells. Whoops. On the other side for the Vampire Coast, we have a bunch of Zombie Pirate Gunnery mobs and then Sartosa Militia with pistols as well. Sartosa Free Company, 3 Depth Guard pole arms, a Vampire Fleet Admiral with pole arms, with Invocation Heck and the Drowned Dead Summon, and a single Damned Paladin. I do worry that the Bariots might have a hard time. Do they go into melee? They probably should, but it looks like they're on ranged mode. So Boris is going nuts in the back line. I'm going to ×2 for just a second as the Bariots continue to shoot. They are not charging into melee. Boris is way overextended. No, poor Boris! Nice pendulum, tries to cleave some stuff out, but Boris will need assistance sooner rather than later. Ulrika is coming to his aid. The Bariots are continuing to fire and skirmish as if that's where they need to be. But poor Boris is dying to the damned Paladin? Is the Paladin getting some good work in here? Yeah, he is. He's probably already paid for himself at this point. The Bariots are now starting to get aggressive in melee, but it is after poor Boris has already died. And the Bears are just raffle stomping through some Sartosa Free Company, who actually aren't taking as much damage as I would have suspected. Boris has officially died. Ulrika takes over the army now. It was all just a power play for this little vampire. And the Bariots continue to roll. This is a lot of pistols. This is a lot of halberds. And that guy's on a crab. I think Kislev is going to struggle. They roll through some last couple Free Company militias and the little pistol mobs. but it's too much fire. Damn paladins cost 1350. Okay. Then he paid for himself now after chasing down those Barriots. He's actually really good against Barriots too, because he's ethereal and does some armor piercing. That's a lot of sled. It was a lot of sled. But it was funny. 3,300 value on that polearm that got to fight Boris and Ulrika. That's pretty good. Just Barriots. Yeah, I heard you like Barriots. It just runs it down. That's pretty funny. I appreciate the good meme. Okay. What do we have? We have 3 more games. 2 of them are from Boojilicious. So let's split them up. Let's go Boojilicious, then Groot, then Boojilicious again. Okay. We are loading. We have Boojilicious versus Groots. Alistair the White Lion on his chariot. A Mage of Light also on their chariot with Shem's Burning Gaze, 2 nets. We have White Lions of Krace, War Lions of Krace, and in the backfield, 2 Skyhawks. Ooh, spooky Skyhawks. Somebody used these against me. It was Black Knight. Black Knight used these against me and they felt like they did literally nothing. I don't know. We'll see. Aside to Boojilicious, we have the Stubborn Bulls, essentially just questing knights. Empire knights with great swords. Some Empire knights mixed in with them as well. Sons of Ulrich in the backline. Silver Bullets, handgunners, some swordsmen. Ulrika and Volkmar. Gotcha. What does Ulrika have for spells? Pit of Shades and Melkots. That's fine. Alistair the White Lion decides to go white some lions, and he gets shot in the back of the head for his efforts. He probably has to leave, and there he goes. Goodbye, Alistair. I hope you enjoyed your stay. A net is cast onto Volkmar the Grim. Is there anything to punish it right now? Not quite from Sir Groots, as his Skyhawks are still chilling in the backfield, not getting a whole lot done. But ever since RTK Stingers introduced us all to the War Lions of Krace versus Empire, people have been getting into this for some arm-piercing war beasts that can really fight back against the Empire Knights. We'll see how they do here. But for now, the High Elves are doing pretty okay on the front line. Handgunners are keeping Alistair and his mage at bay, and the Skyhawks are here. But the Stubborn Bulls are going straight through the front line. Oh, shit! No! Groot's duck! Stubborn Bulls slam into the Skyhawks, taking off a quarter of their HP on the charge and stopping them from fire. And the other Skyhawks are shooting at handgunners right now. And the War Lions plus basic White Lions are getting through that front line, starting to hit those handgunners. Meanwhile, the Silver Bullets shooting at more War Lions and other White Lions. Lions. Doing their best over there. Things are going a little rough for the High Elves. A little rough. As they continue to get shot. Missile strength of 15, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it's 15. It is. The Stubborn Bulls shutting down one Skyhawk. Basic Swordsman shutting down another. War Lions are trying to peel them. Without that backline support, I don't know how the High Elves are going to win this. Volkmar. How much does Soulfire Bombardment do nowadays? Not a lot. Okay, got it. So Volkmar is trying to clear out some White Lions. It's not going that well for him specifically, but the battle overall is going pretty great for the Empire. Both Skyhawks are about dead. The Stubborn Bulls are netted, stuck fighting War Lions. And a Bound Banishment? No, that is a Pit of Shades from Ulrika. Killing more swords of Ulrich than it is White Lions. War Lions, sorry. But sometimes it's about sending a message. Meanwhile, the Mage of Light, charioting around, just trying to distract the Silver Bullets and these other handgunners. Honestly doing a pretty good job of it. And Volkmar is actually getting ground down by these little White Lions. Plus the Skyhawks are shooting him, and clearly they're doing most of the work. But Volkmar's taking some damage. Ulrika's fine. She's big chillin'. She could even come over and help out if she wanted to. Alistair the White Lion trying to roll through the back line, but chariots go burr, and he does not do any damage to silver bullets. Oof. Handgunners continue to follow the light mage around as Volkmar rolls away from those white lions he was fighting in an effort to heal in the back line. Alistair continues to fight. But I don't know. At this point, it's getting a little scary. The Empire has mobile advantage and ranged units left. The High Elves do technically still have an infantry superiority, but it's quite bare bones. Skyhawks are shooting at a netted Ulrika, who her attack animations ends up making her dive into some white lions. We'll see how that goes for her. But I don't know. I'm sussed. I don't think there is much more to be done, my lord. Handgunners firing downhill at these poor white lions of Krace. We're just trying to find a home in this dark world. Rent's too high. Electricity's too high. Natural gas is too high. Everything's too expensive for these poor little white lions, who get another bound banishment on top of their heads. I think that is about it. As Alistair, cowardly lion though he is, he runs away from the fight. The chariots continue to cycle charge. But it just does them no good. Goodbye, High Elves. Rip in peace. Man, High Elves suck. Whoever loses the High Elves is a fucking loser and a nerd. Don't rewind the stream. Don't do it. The Empire Knights and the Stubborn Bulls did quite well. Ulrika and Volkmar did great. Handgunners did fine. The front line of the Empire was chilling. It didn't have to do too much. Other side for Sir Groot. Alistair, good meme. Bad Lord. Skyhawks, good meme. Bad unit. War Lions did okay-ish. And White Lions, one of them apparently chopped Volkmar to death. 2,700. Jesus. It was that one? It was that one that we just watched. Okay, what is this? It's Antoyevich versus Super Mario Fried Chicken. We are getting towards the end of our replays. Thank you to anybody who joined us. In Super Mario Fried Chicken, brought a whole bunch of spiders. Just a whole bunch. So he has 4 Forest Goblin Spider Riders, including the Death Creepers. He has 4 Spider Hatchlings. 4 more Forest Goblin Spider Riders non-bow and arrow. He has a Lava Ragnarok Spider, a Goblin Big Boss on a Spider, another Goblin Big Boss on a Spider, the Ragnarok Queen, Ragnarok Spider ROR, and then he has Azheg, and I suspect for the Spider Banner. That's good. That's a good meme all the way through. Yeah. That's good. I approve. I like that he brought Azheg for the Spider Banner. That's kind of hilarious. The other side, we have the Green Guardian Terracotta Sentinel. And then for Cathay, Jade Warrior Halberds paired up very closely with Jade Warrior Crossman and Celestial Dragon Crossman. An Alchemist nearby, and Miao Ying the Storm Dragon as well. Okay. I think the Greenskins are going to probably overrun this poor little force quite swiftly. We'll see what they can do on the way out. They're so elite. What's the Jolly Green Giant doing out there? Jolly Green! Come home, my friend! I like how he staggered both Lava Ragnaroks with the same attack. Return to your home, Mr. Green! Oh, he is in range of the archers. Okay, they're trying to offer some support. Something's happening, though. What is being cast here? Oh, okay, it's Miao Yang. I thought, like, the Greenskins were throwing some spell at them, and I just didn't know what it was. Yao Ying wants to go help out. It looks like she's casting a Talons of Night onto these spiders that will rocket them down. Archers are continuing to try and punish the giant spiders. They're having a tough go of it. The Jolly Green Giant is getting very, very low. And box, yeah. As far as I know, this player is brand new to the multiplayer scene, so they will take some time to adjust from their campaign ways. Is this Gladiator or not? Nah, it's a campaign units. Having a little bit of fun. Jolly Green Giant actually did better versus double Ragnarok than I thought he would, but he is getting dragged down as Miao Ying offers herself as a sacrifice. You have one Jade Warrior Crossman firing in, and these spider hatchlings, one was a summon, the other one is just a campaign unit. They are distracting an awful lot of the cathay units, leaving Miao Ying on her own. Spirit Leech from Azhag as Miao Ying runs up. Miao Ying punts Azhag away. And she crawls off. Spider Bill is normal backyard. What? I hope he brought it for the memes. Oh, Purple Sun? He did not bring Purple Sun. He brought Fate of Buna and Spirit Leech. Miao Ying is trying to return to her box. Unfortunately, they have gotten blobbed up from their interactions with the spider hatchling. They do need to separate back out, or they will be run the fuck down. Miao Ying's trying to turn back into her human form. Maybe she has a regrowth for herself. She starts to rout, but when she turns back into Miao Ying, she rallies. Some mega MLG plays keeping her in the fight there, but she does tear her out shortly after that, and the spiders are in. And the big lava Ragnarok spider is walking to the middle. Does he use the explosion? Use it, use it, use it, use it, use it. You're on top of so many units. Use it. There it is. And it did okay damage, but less than I would have suspected, honestly. Towns the Knight from Miao Ying onto the single entities. It's not going to do too much damage, unfortunately, but it does send a message. Ha! Knocks Azhag over. Take that, Azhag, you fuck. Miao Ying's still fighting. Holy shit, the Jade Warriors are actually kicking a ton of ass. They're actually just beating the shit out of the greenskins. Alright. Alright. We're calmed down. I'm sorry, I hit the mic. I didn't mean to do that. The two Goblin Big Bosses do manage to kill Miao Ying as Cathay routes off like a shit ton of spiders, and the Lava Ragnarok is trying to get out like, I have vastly overcommitted. Please, God, get me out of here. What is that? Oh, Searing Doom. Oh yeah, there's another caster. There's an alchemist in here. That was a good 4-person Searing Doom. Okay. Now we have a game. So if this lady has like final transmutations, she could do okay as long as everything else isn't route. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The alchemist is overextending. She's trying to catch the Lava Ragnarok spider, but that does leave her at the mercy of the double Goblin Big Boss. The Ragnarok Queen is chilling. She's just offering some spiderlings to the Jade Warrior Dark Gods, and the Amethyst caster is just diving out into these Lava Ragnarok spiders. Says, fuck you. I'll take the fight to your front door. But the Jade Warriors are chilling. Because Alchemist has another Searing Doom that would do a lot of damage there. I'm gonna fast forward mildly. Ooh, a Fate of Buna on the Jade Warrior Halberds. A big Searing Doom routes off like all 4 of those Spider Riders. That was kind of cool. And then the Goblins realize, okay, we need to take her more seriously. We can't just let her fight all of our Spider Riders like this. And they do run out and they punch her in the dick, so she's gone. She's gone for sure. Both Ragnarok spiders are not feeling so hot right now. And the crossbows are actually poking them down pretty good. Alchemist got killed off. I'm getting a little nervous for the greenskins. I'm getting a little nervous for the greenskins. Holy shit. Okay. Celestial Dragon Crossman, Jade Warrior Crossman, all these guys trying to fire. They probably need to just shoot the Lava Ragnarok Spider. They're trying to shoot Azhag, but as a foot character, he's pretty difficult to hit. So they could try and kill the Lava Ragnarok. Then again, maybe like the thinking could be that, I mean, you have a ton of halberd infantry, so why not shoot at the small stuff? Yeah, they just turn and gun down the Lava Ragnarok. 6 HP. She is dead. Azhag throws out his Ard armor to keep himself in the fight for a little bit longer. Jade Warrior Crossman and Celestial Dragon Crossman chilling, fighting to the best of their ability. Jade Warriors are wandering forward, but they should probably go defend their ranged assets, as Jade Warrior Halberds are kind of crumping Azhag right now. I bet the greenskins are super happy about the cathay buffs that have been patch over patch over patch. I'm sure they're loving that right now in this instance, as harmony bonus is making these Jade Warriors just slap Azhag in the mouth. Oh my god! They might win without their lord. They don't give a shit. They're continuing to fight. This spider hatchling is still a summon from the Arachnorok Queen, who's off in the distance, just being a summoning platform. She has no uses of the spiderling summons yet left, though. Goblin Big Bosses continue to fight Celestial Dragon Crossbowmen, and these Jade Warrior Halberds have wandered too far away, unfortunately. They do need to be back here in the fight. Azhag continues to get whittled down by these Halberds. More Halberds rejoining the battle. The Forest Goblin Spider Riders and Spider Hatchlings are getting routed off. Is that a Fate of Buna? That is a Fate of Buna, but it's not onto the Celestial Dragons, who are turning, who are gonna fire. Oh, nope, they're running into melee combat because ranged unit's doing ranged unit stuff. That one I'm pretty sure is a player mistake. That one I'm just thinking is using a ranged unit too close to range when they run in. Happens. But the Jade Warrior Crossbows join over here, giving all of these Jade Halberds the melee buffs. The Lava Arachnarch Spiders in the distance are doing their best. One of the Goblin Big Bosses routes, holy shit. Oh my god! That balance of power is full of crap. That balance of power is full of crap. Cathay's probably got this. Azhag's getting whittled down. He's down to less than 600 HP. Celestial Dragon Crossman running back into melee with these other Celestial Dragon Crossmen, currently working down this Goblin Big Boss. The Spider Riders and the Death Creepers, all these things trying to come back here, trying to do good work. More Spider Hatchlings. Those ones only have 9 seconds left on being alive. Azhag's gonna fucking die. Azhag's gonna fucking die. It's 100 HP. The Jade Warriors aren't finishing him off. They're trying to, but they're just not doing that great at it. The Arachnorok Queen does return, and none of the archers are able to deal with her right now. The harmony bonus is lost. They're getting too far away from their compatriots, but these Jade Halberds just run up to her. They're just gonna stab her in the face. Down to 400 HP. Azhag's down to 50. Spider Hatchlings are shattering. Goblin Big Boss is routing. Cathay's pulling ahead. The Arachnorok Queen shatters. Azhag fucking dies. The Goblin Big Boss is running away too. Let's go. And the Death Creepers are the only unit for the Greenskin still on the map. They are firing in on the Celestial Dragon Crossmen, but they're getting counter-fired by those Crossmen, and Celestial Dragon Crossmen do a ton of work. They are an excellent, excellent crossbow unit. 1 leadership is all that's holding the Greenskins in this game, up to 10, barely hanging on. These spiders need to rally or the Death Creepers are gonna rout, and that's it! Cathay wins it, baby! Holy shit! That was so good. Celestial Dragon Crossmen did very well. Did very well. Jade Warrior Crossbows also did good. Jade Warrior Halberds did fantastically. The Alchemist got 2 really sick casts off, so that was all they needed. Miao Ying and the Terracotta Sentinel yellowed a bit too hard for their own good. Goblin Big Bosses did their best, so did Azhag. The Giant Spiders, mixed value, but they wandered into the Halberds. They breathed too hard on the memes. And the Spider Hatchlings just struggled to get anything done, but I think they're only like 150 gold. Still so funny though. Jade Celestial Dragon Crossman just beating the piss out of these Goblin Big Bosses. Oh my god. Okay. We have 2 more for the night, and then I gotta be done. And also there's no other replays, but then I gotta be done. Wood Elves and Dark Elves and Vampire Counts and Empire. Let's go. We have bears versus bears, baby. Ice bears versus normal bears. And Coadil. Anton is my new favorite player. Fair enough. Hopefully they stick around. Hopefully they stick around in the multiplayer scene. It's intimidating to get into, but if you stick with it, it's a ton of fun. Alright. For the Wood Elves, we have 2 Glade Guard with Hagbane Tips, some Eternal Guard, Wild Riders, 2 Feral Bears, and some Malevolent Dryads paired up with Coadil. Coadil himself and the Sisters of Twilight on their dragon. And Coadil blot Doombolt, Flock of Doom, and his Muster of Malevolence. On the other side, we have giant spiders, feral ice bears, an explosive squig, more spiders, more ice bears, some Black Ark Corsairs, the Ravagers of Rakarth plus Rakarth for some thematics, the Sorcerers of Fire, and the Slaanesha's Harvesters, Doomfire Warlocks. Oh, you intentionally put them in melee, not ranged unit jank? I see. Well, you ended up winning it, Anton. You ended up winning it. But there is a lot of ranged unit jank, so forgive me for thinking that that was what happened. All right. On the far side, bears plus spiders are slowly beating bears plus horses, but there are spearmen getting added to that mix that might get a little silly. And Nemezwe, I see what you did there, and I refuse to acknowledge it, but I did see it. Coadil is rolling up on these Black Ark Corsairs, but a quick Burning Head might rout the Glade Guard, and this explosive squig is looking for a home. He's looking for a friend. Please don't collide with that one guy. Thank you very much. He's going for it. The Sisters of Twilight are sniping out Rakarth, though, and Rakarth has had enough. It looks like he's coming over here to say hello and how you doing. Ravagers of Rakarth are shooting at something. I don't really know what just yet. And a Soul Stealer from the Slaanesha's Harvesters does hit a big blob on that far side. Rakarth's still trying to hunt down the Sisters of Twilight, and the exploding squig just died in the distance somewhere. We missed it, but he is gone. Poor little guy. Sisters of Twilight land onto the Firecaster, and Rakarth follows them down. Cascading Fire Cloak is cast onto him, plus Beast Slaver, so giving him a lot more damage. He's up to 719 weapon strength versus the 480 of the Sisters of Twilight. Ravagers of Rakarth are also going to come in and help him, but the Wood Elves are ahead on the balance of power, and I tend to agree. They're faring quite well on the flanks, and their two single entities are much more powerful, especially if you consider Coadil, who comes in and slaps Rakarth in the face. Oh, God. Okay, look away, children. Avert your eyes. This is a bad time to be a poor little Rakarth. And Rakarth does try to get back in the air. He tries to get out of here. Wood Elves steamrolling the Dark Elves across the board, as only the Slaanesha's Harvesters, Ravagers of Rakarth, and the Firecaster have any health left to them whatsoever. And then for the Wood Elves, I mean, you do have a lot of quite injured things walking around, but you have some healthy Spearmen, you have some healthy Archers, full health Coadil, full health Sisters of Twilight. Oh, that's looking brutal. Yeah, Slaanesha's Harvester is gonna finish off these Glade Guard. Where my Super Squig? It died. How do we say this? It died. Muster of Malevolence is hitting Rakarth, plus these Glade Guard are just shooting him in the face. He dives onto the Sisters, and he's getting pretty decent damage, I think, coupled with a breath attack that he did earlier. He is doing his best on the way out, but that is on his way out. He is going to die for sure, for sure. And without him, it all falls apart. Army losses for the poor Dark Elves. Sir Groot sent me another replay. Okay, so 2 more replays, then we're done. Then we're done. Exploded on some routing bears. Less than 100 value. Nemezwe, I still don't like you. I don't like you at all. You and your damn bear puns. Pretty good value across the Wood Elf roster. Yeah, they did alright. Okay. So, if I go back and then back in, there should be another one. Empire versus Dark Elves. And VC versus Empire. Let's do it. What an embarrassing show for the Dark Elves. That was a good one. That was a good one. Sir Groot and AC Maiden. AC Maiden, who is in the chat right now. What up, dude? Oh. All right. Vampire counts. They do have a Krell which is the right move. I love Krell. Vlad von Karstein paired with Krell. Zombies, Morngul's stolen from the Vampire Coast roster. Graveguard, the Stearnsmen. Sylvanian Handgunners plus 2 Sylvanian Crossbowmen and 2 Vargeists, including the Devils of Schwarzhofen. Cool, cool. On the other side, for the Empire, 3 Noble Sons Abroad. We have the Strone's Revenge Free Company Militia. We have the Stubborn Bulls, Empires with Greatswords. Again, we've covered this multiple times, but they're pretty much just questing knights. We have a Warrior Priest to give them buffs, more melee attack, damage resist, things like that. A bunch of Spearmen and Swordsmen, Boris Todbringer, a Firecaster, and Sterling's Revenge. Morngulls are desperately crawling away from the pistols that are absolutely shitting on them. Okay. Alright. Wow, these guys have a missile strength of 42. That's actually kind of cursed. That is very high. Like, these handgunners have a missile strength of 17. Crossmen have an 18. Noble Sons Abroad aren't fucking around. They've already half-health those Morngulls. Now, ooh, the Devils of Schwarzhofen do get a nice dive onto them, though, and AC Maiden is going to start pulling back, though he's losing a lot of units for this. The Morngulls on the other side, the ones that aren't getting shot by pistols in the back, plow straight into the Swordsmen, do some pretty good damage, and they are now surrounded by spears and such, but hopefully they will be getting support soon. Sterling's Revenge is taking their day out on poor Vlad von Karstein. And we're getting a little split up here. The 3 ranged units of the Vampire Counts are left very far behind with little support. The Vargeists and Morngulls aren't quite in the fight yet, while the rest of the front line is hitting, and the infantry are just hitting now as the Morngulls are dying. So a bit of, unfortunately, a staggered engagement from the Vampire Counts. We'll see if they'll be able to make it up in the late game, as these Morngulls are desperately trying to get back to somewhere where they can get healing. Minus 52, if they get down to minus 55, they'll disintegrate, and they are gone. Devils of Schwarzhofen stuck fighting the Stubborn Bulls, and that's going extremely poorly. They try to get back into the sky for now. What is this? Piercing Bolts of Burning? Ooh. Those are Stearnsmen, aren't they? Ow, that's half health off the Stearnsmen. That's brutal. So Vampire Counts are in the frontline engagement at last. This is where they will actually do quite well. When you have Graveguard and ROR Graveguard and such versus just like state troops, you should be winning that. On the back line, though, the Noble Sons Abroad just dive into Sylvanian Crossbowmen, and the Sylvanian Handgunners are under attack by Boris. These are human units on the undead roster, so they will rout. They won't crumble or anything. But Krell's coming back here. He's got a thing or two to say. Pops Foe Seeker, Deadly Onslaught, and he is running straight for the Todbringer, getting stuck in his own handgunners. Can he get there? Bap! He gets a shot off before he get knocked over. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. Boris took damage. The Empire front line is running away. Like cowards. I don't think it's going to matter, though. How do VC get Morngulls? Kemmler gets them? I will trust you on that. I haven't played a VC campaign since, like, early Warhammer 2. Boris is taking some nice poke from the Sylvanian Crossmen. Okay, good job, Crossmen. Good job. Handgunners are trying to get freed, so Counts fighting their way back into this game. Took half health off of Boris. Again, they are slowly winning the frontline fight. It's just that backline is not going well for them at all. The Stubborn Bulls maintaining a good lead on the mobile game. And Vlad and Krell are trying to find these Noble Sons Abroad. Where's the second Stubborn Bulls? There they are. Don't know how I missed them. They're just fighting Vargeist down there. Yes, we've had one Krell, but what about second Krell? Heinrich Kemmler, a very tall hobbit. Hey, that was my shtick. This is Vlad von Karstein, all right? He didn't bring Kemmler. Another Piercing Bolts of Burning from the Empire player is just whittling down our hapless Stearnsmen, who are doing their best in times of trouble. The Vampire Counts have kept off the scourge called army losses, but I don't know if they're actually getting closer back in this game or not. Stubborn Bulls are in a bit of a grind fight they don't really want right now, with Vargeist and Krell running around in here. It will take a lot of damage, as we saw in the Bretonnian game where I took Krell versus John FB. Krell got like 3,000 damage value, and it was not just off of the Green Knight. Alright, somebody was messaging me. It's Stormrunner. Okay. I'm back. I'm focused. What's happening? Who's around me right now? Stubborn Bull's getting whittled down. And there is no healing for this Empire roster. They didn't bring a Life Wizard or Van Hal. Nice Soulfire Bombardment. Poking those Vargeists down. They're getting quite low. Where is the corpse cart? Is it dead? No, it's just over here. Almost dead. Vlad and Krell doing their best to hold it down. And the Stearnsmen did actually manage to tank through all those Piercing Bolts of Burning and rout off a bunch of Empire chaff. Krell is currently kicking the Warrior Priest's ass. Can this be a Vampire Count's comeback? Maybe. What was looking so good for the Empire is actually starting to run out of steam pretty hardcore. The Stubborn Bulls aren't feeling so good. Noble Sons Abroad aren't feeling so good. Toddy is trying to heal up right now, but he takes more shots from those Sylvanian handgunners, and that does a lot of damage to him. His heal cap is within sight. I am getting a little nervous for the Empire, just a little bit. Now those handgunners are going to rout. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. No issue there whatsoever. More Graveguard chasing around these Noble Sons Abroad. And Boris ends up next to Krell and Vlad somehow. Big shot from Krell! Oh god, that hurt a lot. Okay, Boris is out of here. He's running. He's running. It's official. I'm scared. I'm frightened for the Empire right now. Noble Sons Abroad helping the Warrior Priest chase down those handgunners. Make sure they can't come back, offer a little bit of poke in the late game, like these Crossmen are doing right now, poking at the Stubborn Bulls. They should probably be shooting the Noble Sons Abroad, but any poke is good poke. Krell and Vlad continue to hang out like the best friends that they absolutely are. The balance of power is actually slightly in the favor of the Vampire Counts. Invocation Heck on the Graveguard coming back. We also have Stearnsmen coming back. Noble Sons Abroad trying to run out there, trying to stop these Graveguard from rejoining. They say, never mind, fuck it. And Boris also dives in. I don't know what can kill Krell, though. And Vlad. Mostly Krell. Who gives a shit about Vlad? It's Krell. I am frightened. I'm frightened and scared. Boris, you're diving in awful close to Krell territory. Okay, alright. Krell didn't notice you for now. You passed your stealth check. Good for you. Oh shit, Krell noticed you. Okay, alright, run away. Run away, pussy. No, it's fine. Just leave. No, it's okay. No, just go. Just go. Couldn't handle Krell anyway if you wanted to. Graveguard continuing to fight whatever they can at this point. Actually, that's the entire Vampire Counts army. From this point onward is just fight whatever bothers to fight you. Chasing stuff down. It's faster than you. It's just not going to work. Graveguard get a little bit of healing, but a Piercing Bolts of Burning is coming for them. Do they dodge? They don't see it coming for them. Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage! That was a good one. That was a real good one. What's your value been, Mr. Bright Wizard? Oh, almost 1,000. Less than I would have thought, honestly. Graveguard getting real close to crumbling, Mr. Krabs. But so is the Empire. So is the Empire. Not feeling so hot now, are you? But those Graveguard are actually crumbling behind me, down here. So that is good. I mean, it's damage you gotta get done. But they are fighting back against the Stubborn Bulls, against the Spearmen. I would hope that they have attack orders onto the Stubborn Bulls while you have them in this moment, because you know the Spearmen aren't going to be nearly as important. And Boris just casually fucking lands. He doesn't even charge attack, he just lands. Does Krell see him? Does Krell get involved? Krell gets attack orders. He's walking over. Boris dives himself even closer to the Krell machine. The absolute maniac. You gotta go, Boris! The call is coming from inside the blob! Boris! No! Is Krell swinging at him? Another Piercing Bolts of Burning comes down, hits everything. Krell is swinging at Boris, I think. Maybe. He hasn't swung in a long time, because if he has, Boris would be, like, dead by now. Wow, and Krell just doesn't fucking swing at all. All right, Krell feels pretty cool. There he goes. Now he's running up. Now it's Krell time. Now it's Krell o'clock, baby. Boom! Big shot. Can we get another one, Krell? Krell, give me another hit. Give me another hit of that Krell. Get him. Get him, you stupid undead bitch! You asshole. Okay, alright, Krell. Fine. Whatever, cuck me like that. I still don't think that the Vampire Counts are super stressed with what's going on. Oh, Krell, get him! Get him, Krell, get him! Yeah! Yeah, Krell! Another big hit for Krell! Ah! Fuck, Boris got away. It was a good try. Uh-oh. This Warrior Priest might be doomed, though. Vlad and Krell are coming for him. Cascading Fire Cloak don't mean nothing. Nice 54 melee defense. Unless it's 642, you're still gonna get hit by this axe of Krell, baby. Go, Krell, go get him! Get him, kick his ass, Krell! Just swing! Swing, Krell! Swing, Krell! Krell, swing! Krell, swing. How many piercing bolts of burning do you have, maiden? That spell costs something, doesn't it? 11. Yeah, that costs a decent amount. Dude, my guy. All right, Krell and Vlad murder the warrior priest. That boy is out of there. Vampire counts are pulling solidly in the lead at this point. Warrior priest does shatter. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. Vlad finds Boris for a little bit. Now he's chasing the bright wizard, but Boris is flying away. And now they tag team little Vlad all alone in the pasture. And Krell's coming over. He said, shit, shit, shit. I left him alone. Shit, shit. I'm so sorry. I'm coming back, master. And then Boris flies away like a little coward. Now he's back in. And now he's trying to get out. And now he's back in. And then he's trying to get out. But he gets stabbed by Vlad. And then he dies. And the Empire loses to Krell again. 2,300. Nah, 2,200 for my boy Krell. 2,000 for Vlad. Sternsmen in the Graveguard did fine. Vargeist did good. Morngulls did not do good. Sylvanian Handgunners did well. Crossmen did okay. Spearmen, the Corpse Cart, and Zombies all did stuff. The other side for AC Maiden. Bright Wizard, 1,600 value. Quite nice. Boris did okay, not great. Stubborn Bulls did fantastically. Noble Sons Abroad also did quite well. Spearmen and Swordsmen struggled to get through all the healing of the vampire counts, so they're going to pay for themselves. But wasn't enough. Versus 9 for a non-AP Burning Head. It's true. It's true. It was solid. It was decent. I didn't hate it. Last game of the night. Sir Groot on Sterland versus DBD's Bakken the Tech, also known as Stormrunner, on Dark Elves. I do like how many people have been taking Dark Elves and then just playing them as Rakarth, because all of their campaign exclusive units are through Rakarth's campaign. I find that very funny. I'm funny in the wall. All right, Empire, show us what you got. Redemption arc for the last game of the night. We do have the Knights of Moor, ITP horses. Then we have Stir River Patrol, crossbowmen with fire damage and suppression. The Bordermen, Outriders of Grenade Launchers. Carroburg Greatswords, Unbreakable, plus melee attack and leadership aura, absolute killers. The Silver Bullets, Templehof Luminarch, Balthasar Gelt up in the sky. Also the Nordland Mariners with Rowdy and Perfect Vigor. Okay, Giant Wolves get a rear charge onto the Knights of Moor. For the Dark Elves, we do have Giant Wolves, Crows of Cain, more Wolves, Giant Spiders, Feral Bears, Harpies, Feral Bears, Giant Spiders, Wolves, a Feral Mammoth, God, why? Rakarth, and 2 Scourge-Run Chariots. It's just a full Rakarth army. There's not even a caster, because Rakarth doesn't believe in magic. Now, we do have the forces of the Beastmaster closing in on all sides. Unfortunately, the Crows of Cain and these Sabertusk packs, getting pushed off already, but the Giant Wolves, Spiders, and Bears are trying to make up for it. Luminarch hits the Ravagers of Rakarth, killing an entire model. Kind of surprised they're not aiming at either Rakarth himself or the Feral Mammoth, but okay, sure, you do you, my little friends. Balthasar Gelt's priming up a Final Transmutation, and it is even overcast onto these Feral Bears and Giant Spiders. He is not fucking around. Those Knights of Moor are taking a lot of damage, so I suppose that makes sense as to why. A quick net in from the Templehof Luminarch. It starts to aim at Rakarth. It is firing up there. The Silver Bullets and the Stir River Patrol. Everybody is trying to take him down, and Luminarch doesn't do as much damage as they would have thought. Okay, cool. Cool. Feral Mammoth is blitzing through the front line of the Empire right now, and it's even rolling through the Carroburg Greatswords. That was such a good charge. Why don't you charge like that more often? In the background, the Templehof Luminarch misses yet again. Why don't you charge like that more often? What's wrong with you? Honestly, I think it was because Stormrunner charged the Stir River Patrol behind the Carroburg Greatsword, so the charge actually worked correctly, but that did so much damage. That was awesome. Feral Bears, Spiders, and Sabertusk packs trying to get through this single swordsman. It is proving to be a rough time for them as a big Searing Doom, that's what that's called. Took me a while to remember that. Hits the Feral Bears, takes out about a quarter of their health. But wow, just like that, the Feral Mammoth is disintegrated before our very eyes. I looked away for a millisecond, and it straight up died. How did it miss that? I don't know, Stormrunner. I don't know. Luminarch of Hysh hits Rakarth in the back of the head. doing some pretty decent damage to him. And the Scourge Runners have been taking their day out on it. I did not even notice that happening, as now it has to run away from those Scourge Runner chariots. They are just going to follow it, but it might be at a heavy cost, as the Silver Bullets, Balthazar Gelt himself, and the Northlands Mariners have taken a supreme interest in the Scourge Runner chariots. Dark Elves are falling behind in the balance of power. I tend to agree. We have some Harpies continuing to fight the Knights of More. We even have Feral Bears maybe going to chase down the Temple off Luminarch. That could be a way for the Dark Elves to get back into this, is to just take out the Luminarch, maybe shut down some of these ranged assets. Oh boy, I hate to say it out loud, but you might have to somehow bail out the Feral Mammoth. Big breath attack from Rakarth. Hits the Silver Bullets. Does pretty good damage to them. Rakarth might even dive in for the follow-up. Scourge Runner Chariots. Don't know what they're aiming at just now. Doesn't look like much of anything. Temple of Luminarch is back. It's aiming for something. Rakarth dives down onto Balthazar Gelt. He is trying to snipe out that Lord, but he is still in front of the Silver Bullets as he does so. He is getting shot in the bum. There isn't even a Temple of Luminarch that could maybe throw in a quick snipe from the distance. Feral Mammoth is still running away. Do these Sabertusk packs have the wherewithal to dive back into the fight and sacrifice themselves for the Feral Mammoth, the true carry? As Whip of Agony hurts Balthazar Gelt, but he is just going to Final Transmutation our poor friend Rakarth. It's not overcast at least, but it is still good damage. Sabertusk packs do dive back into the fray. Does this by the Feral Mammoth the time it needs. Rally, you big dumb bastard! You fucking animal! It was so far from the enemy, and still, it did not rally. Temple off Luminarch is hiding in the trees, just maintaining its best attempt to stay unnoticed. And it's kind of working. Big breath attack from Rakarth takes off a ton of Balthazar Gelt's health, and he even dives in for the follow-up, misses his charge attack, turns around, tries to finish the job. Big chunk number 1. Can I see a big chunk number 2? No big chunk number 2. Army loss is getting danger close for the Dark Elves as the Temple off Luminarch returns to the fight. It's probably going to aim at Rakarth. I doubt it even gets to shoot before this game is over, but if it does shoot at all, this game will end. And as soon as Rakarth sees it aim at him, he just backs off. He doesn't want any of that nonsense. For Sir Groot, Temple off Luminarch did all right. Gelt did okay. Carebear Greatswords did fine. Knights of More did okay. Arwar Outriders struggled. Stone's, not even Stone's Revenge. Silver Bullets did fantastically. Northlands Mariners did okay. Sturver Patrols did fine. Swordsman, Spearman, chilling. Rakarth, meh. Feral Mammoth, meh. Scourge Runner Chariots, fantastic. Feral Bears, meh. Crows of Cain, meh. Direwolves, meh. Spiders, meh. Harpies, meh. Zebra Spikes, meh. GG's. All right. I'm gone for the weekend for Mother's Day shit, and I have some friends in town and whatever. I also, as you can see, have a crap ton of videos to apparently go make and get through. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Because I have a special something for you. I have been working on secret projects. And they'll come out soon. But for now, I need some validation. So I'm going to show you something. I'm super proud of this thing. I love it. There it is. I have a new series coming out of short videos about mains, and this one's on Dark Elf mains, and I think it's funny, so I'm gonna make you watch it.
Why can't they understand that I only won? Why can't they understand that I only won because I'm the best player alive? Why don't they get that? Why don't they get that I'm just smarter, better, faster, superior in every single way, and all of my units are dog shit, all of them. And despite the fact that most people these days are playing Dark Elves, and Dark Elves are everywhere, they all got lucky. Besides me, I'm good at the game. Everyone else is lucky. Why won't CA buff this faction? Why won't they buff my faction? I want another DLC so I can continue to be the greatest player of all time, except for everyone else who plays Dark Elves, who are lucky cheaters. I'm the only good player alive!
So yeah, there'll be something like that for every faction. I've been recording them, but yeah, I liked it. So those will be coming out eventually, whenever I feel like it.
You to be the greatest.
Oh shush. How'd you record my inner monologue? Because I'm just a genius, I guess. I have nothing else for you guys. I'll catch you next week. Goodbye. Goodbye.